Good evening, and welcome to Big Z Sports' presentation of high school softball. Tonight, in this IVC matchup, the Tusky Valley Trojans host the Indian Valley Braves. Tonight's game is presented by the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. Tonight's game is also brought to you by Wayne Door, Wood Electric, Wendy's, Unified Insulation, and McInturf Realty. Now, let's head to the field with Big Z Sports.
Big Z Sports is in Zorville as we've got IVC softball on the way. Indian Valley in town to take on Tusky Valley. The Trojans play host to the Braves. Nick McWilliams and Chris Cale will be on your commentary team for today. And the Claxon Communications crew of Fred Williams, Carson, Zoller, and Logan McPeek bringing you all this live play-by-play action on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. If you have not gotten subscribed, you should do so today. Totally free thanks to all of our sponsors, and you get notified every single time that we go live. Chris, looking at this one, it's the second game of the year for both these teams, and very familiar opponents as both these teams open up against each other. Real defensive battle, pitching battle in that first game. I expect the same thing here today.
Yeah, I do too, and it's a little chilly today.
Got a little crisp air.
Look, got to give a huge shout out to everybody from all the grounds crew here at Tusky Valley who took care of this field, got it ready to play, and it's in really good shape. It's a little soft, you can tell, but it's definitely not going to be dusty here today. But like you had said, back on Monday, Indian Valley got the 1-0 win over the Tusky Valley Lady Trojans. Shelby Gossett had 2 hits, 13 strikeouts, or gave up 2 hits, I should say, 13 Ks in the win with 3 walks in the circle. She pitched very, very well. Of course, Gabby Mead with the RBI sac fly that knocked in Natalie Mooser for the game-winning run. And whenever you look over at the Tusky Valley Trojans, Brennan Reichman, a freshman, pitched very well. Only allowed 1 run on 4 hits, 8 strikeouts, and a walk in her first varsity appearance. So this is going to be a good one. Both pitchers back. Actually, Aubrey Elliott pitching for the Indian Valley Lady Braves, but Reichman back in the circle for Tusky Valley. Should be a good one, Nick.
Yeah, and that's always a great sign when you've got a freshman out there who you have the confidence to take the bump, and you know that she's going to do some great things for Trojan softball moving forward. We expect this to be another great showdown in IVC softball. Of course, if you want updates on all the sports going on in Z Country, head on over to the Big Z Sports Facebook page. Leave us a like and follow. We will keep you up to date with all the scores that come in throughout the evening. And afterwards, that's where we'll be posting our McInturf Realty Player of the Game. You're locked into the Wood Electric pregame show, and we're going to take our first break. When we come back, it was Chris Cale who caught up with head coach Dusty Braun for the Indian Valley Braves. That is to come. Thanks to all of our great sponsors, and thanks for tuning in for high school softball in Z Country.
Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They are the place to call for residential, commercial, and industrial work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net.
Welcome back into your Wood Electric pregame show. Big Z Sports live from Zorville. We're bringing you IVC softball, the Indian Valley Braves taking on the Tusky Valley Trojans. We're going to go in the dugout with the coach, brought to you by the Cush Financial Group. It's head coach for Tusky Valley and Tony Pakunke. Coach, obviously second game of the year, a little bit more cold, unfortunately, but I know you guys are very excited now to get on your home field to start off the year.
Yeah, it is. It's exciting. We feel we have a really cool venue, and it's just the weather's good enough to get on the field and play. I mean, at the end of the day, that's what we need is as many reps as we can and get on the field and play.
I got to give a lot of credit to the staff here at Tusky Valley. Field looks great, even with all that rain we had last night. You guys are taking on an Indian Valley team that you're definitely familiar with because you opened up the year against them. Run me through that game. Real defensive battle.
It was pitching strong, both sides. So we expect a lot of the same tonight. So it's about fundamentals. We got to play fundamentally sound, and we got to play for 1 to 2 runs because at the end of the day, it's kind of shaping up to be a very similar, I think, battle than we had on Monday.
Now, you guys, when it comes to your lineup, a good sprinkle of seniors, juniors, sophomores, you kind of got every single tier. What have you been seeing early on in the season, maybe through the offseason when you guys were practicing, maybe some underclassmen stepping up?
Yeah, we have a lot of youth on the team. It's very encouraging, and the biggest part we need is just that experience. We have the talent. We need to continue to grow the confidence and the experience in these girls to really keep climbing, to really meet our potential. I think the sky's the limit, but it's at the end of the day we just need to get the reps, and get the experience underneath our belt.
And one of the biggest things when it comes to an early season matchup, mistakes are going to happen. That's definitely just comes from the rust, maybe from the off season. How do you try to negate those mistakes, or what have you told the girls maybe about trying to stay as focused as possible?
We just try to tell them to let everything go, clear their minds, and just play the game, right? At the end of the day, all these girls have been playing this game since they were really, really young. They know what to do instinctually. Just go out and play the game. The more they overthink it, that's where they start to get into a little bit of trouble. So just go play the game, relax, have fun. At the end of the day, it's a sport. We love it. We love to have fun, so go have fun out there.
Well, thank you for your time, Coach. Good luck to the Trojans.
Thank you very much.
Head coach Tony Pakonki for the Tusky Valley Trojans, brought to you by the Cush Financial Group. Stick around. We're going to wrap up your Wood Electric pregame show and get to the night's first pitch.
Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They are the place to call for residential, commercial, and industrial work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net.
Welcome back to the Wood Electric pregame show. I'm Chris Kale, being joined in the dugout with Indian Valley head coach Dusty Braun. Brought to you by the Cush Financial Group. Coach, you had a 1-0 win over them to start the season back on Monday. How do you think your team played, and, good things, bad things?
Well, I like my team, but I think anybody that's got anybody's softball IQ, Tusky Valley's got a freshman. He's probably one of the top freshman pitchers in the state of Ohio, and you're going to see 63 to 65 right out of the rip. I guess you'll find out if you're prepared or where you stand on the totem pole right out of the rip, and I don't think we played bad. You go home, you think you struck out 8 times, but I've struck out against a girl at 60 15 times, so I guess I went home happy if we won the game.
Coach, talk to me about what you've learned about your kids in the last month that you've been together, and how you feel that things are going to square up for you.
Well, I don't want anybody to have any sympathy for me, but I'm the head wrestling coach, so I always say my girls get cheated the first 2 weeks of the season when you can practice, and they got to practice at 7 o'clock at night and stuff, and I may be a little bit easier on them, trying to focus on the wrestling side, come back over, but I think in the next 2 weeks you'll see our team come around and be prepared, and I just cut and finished up last Friday. We scrimmaged, and then I split the teams and everything, so I'm cautiously optimistic of what I have. I know I have 7 returning starters. I have a good crop of seniors, and you hope that it tunes itself in here in the next week or so and you come around.
Well, Coach, speaking of those seniors, you have 9 of them. You have 5 juniors. How do you think your experience with the Lady Braves will pay off as you get into May?
Well, I hope it pays off. Some of these girls are 3 and 4 year starters coming into this year, but what you really have to realize is Mia Rose has been a staple of our program for the last 4 years. You're going to have to play defense now. Sometimes you wonder where your girls really stand when the ball starts getting beat around. We have 2 formidable pitchers that I don't think we've lost a little bit, but I don't think we're falling behind the 8 ball. But those girls are good girls. I'm not sure in the whole group that you have a leader that you're like, this girl will step up. I don't have to coach today. I can take this all in. But I really like this group. It's a fun group. The expectation is always high at Indian Valley softball, so I try to take that part off of their shoulders.
Coach, do you expect anything different out of Tusky Valley than you saw on Monday?
Well, I tell myself I tell my girls last night at practice, what can they do different? They got a girl throw 65. They have to put the ball in play as well as we do. But I think when Tony looks at his group, he has probably a tough start for him knowing he's got a chance with the girl on the mound. Maybe didn't hit the ball as well, but I think they probably went back home and said, we got to put the ball in play. And even if that small ball side of it, we went over our side of it to maybe they'll try to implement that after 13 strikeouts on Monday night.
Coach, thank you for your time. Good luck tonight.
Hey, thank you guys, and go Braves.
That was Indian Valley Lady Braves head coach Dusty Braun. Nick McWilliams will be joined with the Tusky Valley head coach right after this.
Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They are the place to call for residential, commercial, and industrial work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net.
Hi, I'm Zach Motice with the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. For all your auto, home, farm, and business insurance needs, contact our team at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. Or stop in and see us at one of our 3 locations in downtown New Philadelphia, Sugar Creek, or in Strasburg, providing excellent service to the Tuscarawas Valley since 1885. Everyone here at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency would like to wish all area athletes good luck this season.
Wendy's new breakfast 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles let you create your own delicious combo. Choose from a sausage biscuit, egg and cheese biscuit, small seasoned potatoes, and a medium hot coffee. But it's obvious which combo's the best. Sausage biscuit and small seasoned potatoes. Well, maybe it's the fresh cracked egg and cheese biscuit with a medium hot coffee. Or 2 savory sausage biscuits. Whichever you pick, you can't go wrong. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles.
Limited time only. U.S. price and participation may vary. Not valid in a combo. Single item at regular price.
Live more comfortably this winter with the help of Unified Insulation Systems. Unified Insulation Systems is a full-service insulation and weatherization provider that can show you how to properly insulate your home or business. With good insulation from Unified Systems, you can prevent your gutters from freezing and get rid of your high-energy bills. Call Jeremiah Thomas today for your free quote at 330-773-7377 or visit unifiedinsulation.com. Call Unified Insulation Systems today, your most trusted name in insulation.
It's the Wood Electric pregame show as Big Z Sports bringing you high school softball out of the IVC. The Tusky Valley Lady Trojans playing host to the Indian Valley Lady Braves. Both teams warming up. Tusky Valley, we already saw it take the field. Indian Valley out there right now. Chris Cale, why don't we move on to the starting lineups brought to you by Wendy's. And if you don't mind, could you start with the visiting Indian Valley Braves?
I will start with the visiting Indian Valley Braves playing center field, batting leadoff, number 6, Natalie Musser. She is a freshman. Lainey Abil will bat second. She wears number 4. She plays shortstop in the field and is a senior. Gabby Mead will bat third, number 21. She is the first baseman. She is a senior. Batting cleanup, number 25, Brooklyn Sanders. She is the DP. She is a senior. Playing second base and a senior, batting fifth, number 1, Ashley Baker. Number 13, Celeste Rummel plays third base and a senior. She bats sixth. Batting seventh, number 3, Bella Weaver. She is the catcher and a sophomore. Number 9, Sadie Dryden plays in right field. She is a senior. She bats 8th. And batting 9th is number 2, Avery Baker, the left fielder, a senior. And in the circle, the flex, number 7, Aubrey Elliott, a sophomore pitcher in the circle for the Indian Valley Braves, who are head coached by Dusty Braun. They are 1-0 on the season. Nick McWilliams, you have the Wendy's starting lineups for the Tusky Valley Trojans.
I do, and leading things off for them will be number 7, the sophomore, the second baseman. It is Mia Sexton. Then in the 2 spot, or in the 2 hole, I should say, in the lineup, playing shortstop, wearing number 11, it is Leah Wright. She's a senior. Then it's number 15, your DP today. She wears number 15, as I said already, Kyra Garbrandt. Outside of that, it's Mesa Brown. She's your third baseman. She wears number 16 and is a senior. Then on the bump, it is going to be the freshman, number 39, Brennan Reichman. Then number 18, the catcher, batting 6th, Ariana Wade. She is a junior. Then it's number 28, the right fielder for the Trojans, senior Emma Reneker. Then in left field, number 1, Sabrina Jameson. She is a senior. And in center field, in the 9 spot in the lineup, it is Ellie Wallach. She wears number 4, and she is a freshman. Your flex and playing first base, number 21, the junior, Ashley Binsley. That is a look at your Wendy's starting lineups for this IVC showdown. And Chris, I got to say, is, just a few minutes here before we get the night's first pitch underway. Both of these teams, this is always the interesting dynamic. They already played each other. Obviously, everything was very tight in that first game defensively, pitching battle. Couldn't really find much of the offense. But you got to realize, a lot of these girls coming through the lineup again against the same pitchers that they did already face. That's going to be a big advantage. You might see a little bit more offense today.
Yeah, and, when you switch over to the Tusky Valley side on the offensive side, they haven't seen Aubrey Elliott yet. So definitely, maybe an advantage on the offensive side for Indian Valley to start with. But, hey, we'll have to see. It's a balmy 48 degrees out here.
It's not 48. I don't believe that.
I don't believe it either, but that's what it says. You have Fred over here who looks like the abominable snowman. I don't even see Carson out in center field. And I don't see Logan either.
They're patrolling around somewhere.
Yeah, they're patrolling around somewhere. But I can tell you it's definitely chilly out here today. But you know what? Again, a great job by Tusky Valley and their grounds crew to make sure everything was ready to go for this game this afternoon. I thought for sure we were going up to Mazzarelli's or going somewhere else if we were going to play this game. And no, they called. Adam let us know early in the day, hey, yeah, we're absolutely playing this game at Tusky Valley's home field. And sure as all nothing, we're playing it, right? We're playing it.
They were going to make it happen, that's for sure. And I will say, this is the standard dirt infield, no turf or anything like that. With it being that dirt infield after all the rain we got last night, do not expect the ground balls to be super lively. But this always is kind of the perfect recipe for you to end up having some really strange hops on the infield. We'll have to wait and see if that's what happens.
Yeah, it's, you just never know, right? It is just a little bit, you can tell it's a little bit soft, but as this game wears on and if the sun keeps peeking out, the wind keeps blowing like it is, this thing's going to continue to dry out. So just don't know. We'll have to wait and see what happens, but I expect a pretty good game here early on in the IVC and softball action. These two teams just played 2 days ago. I'm excited to see what happens with this one.
Yeah, definitely. So we are going to be having the first pitch upcoming as we are going to have to step away, of course, for our national anthem for this evening. Don't go away. We round out the Wood Electric pregame show coming up here shortly and get to baseball action or softball action. I was wondering when that was going to happen.
It's all good.
Out of the IVC. Stay tuned with Big Z Sports and Claxon Communications.
Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They are the place to call for residential, commercial, and industrial work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net.
At Kaufman Realty and Auctions, you've got options. Your property is unique, and our agents know how to sell it. Whether it's a traditional listing or live auction, we'll earn you top dollar. Our agents will utilize whichever method of sale works best. When buying or selling your next home, call on Kaufman.
PAC Drilling, a family-owned and operated company since 2005 in Bolivar, takes pride in being an economic oil and gas drilling company. PAC's objective is to contribute to American energy independence through profitable development, operation, and marketing of oil and natural gas wells. PAC also employs operating technicians to oversee each and every well drilled to maximize its productivity and longevity. Contact PAC Drilling at pacdrilling.com.
Finding your perfect vehicle can be frustrating. The selection process, working out a deal, the pushy salespeople. Well, Sarshone Ford of Waynesburg takes away all of those frustrations by offering transparent pricing, a large new and pre-owned inventory, and salespeople that you'll consider a friend by the time your sale is complete. Sarshone Ford of Waynesburg is proud to have won the Ford President's Award 3 consecutive years based solely on that customer satisfaction. And you can see the difference at 300 West Lisbon Street in Waynesburg or at SarshoneofWaynesburg.com, where community and customers always come first.
When you're traveling to the game, there's a great way to see your directional map on a new radio from Cartoons in New Philly. Just plug in your phone, and all your maps and apps and Bluetooth devices are right on your radio. Cartoons carries a wide selection of Apple CarPlay and Android Auto radios from all of the name brands. From 7-inch screen radios to 10-inch screen radios, Cartoons has you covered. Stop in and see them on display and let Cartoons give you a demonstration. Cartoons, 517 West High Avenue in New Philly. Be there.
Reduce your energy costs and get rebates up to $400? Thad here for TMK Valley Propane. The Ohio Propane Council offers Ohio residents rebates for installing new propane water heaters and furnaces. Heck, even licensed installers can receive incentives for installation. Visit OhioPropaneRebates.com. This public service announcement is brought to you by your friends at TMK Valley Propane.
Field Touch.
In the rolling hills of Holmes County, we tend to do things a bit differently. At Kime, we're in the business of uncommon experiences, and we're here to care for your project like we care for our own. We believe that quality matters and want to help you get it right the first time, because your project deserves it. So visit Kime Home Center, your source and destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. Kime, built on trust since 1911.
Hi, this is Jan McInturf. The past 30 years, the residents in and around the Tuscarawas County have made the call to the realtors and staff of McInturf Realty for buying and selling of residential and commercial properties. We truly live in a great community, and in all of those communities, there is nothing better than high school sports. For myself and all the agents and staff at McInturf Realty, we would like to wish all the area athletes good luck this season. And make the call to McInturf Realty, 330-364-SOLD, or find us online at McInturfRealty.net.
Do you hunt, fish, sew, or have a hobby that you would like to share with someone? Hi, this is Noah Sugg with Big Brothers Big Sisters, and we are faced with our biggest commitment in matching 56 littles with bigs. We will match a little with you that shares the same interests and enjoys the same things, so you can do what you enjoy and change the life of a little at the same time. To learn more, we ask you call 339-6916 or visit bigs4kids.com/volunteer. Thank you.
Welcome back into the Wood Electric pregame show.
At least she was honest.
As Chris Kale forgets how chain link fencing works, and he's not going to get hit, but he forgets about that sometimes. We are almost ready for the night's first pitch as Indian Valley takes on Tusky Valley. And, can't say enough again about the grounds crew here in Zorville who got this facility ready to go. Looks great. Super excited to get this game in. And, of course, a big thank you to the Claxon Communications crew for being here, getting all of our live streaming in and making everything look good.
Yeah, absolutely. A big shout out to Fred Williams, Carson Zollers, and Logan McPeek who are here. But I got to give a special shout out to my girl LB. I know she's still recovering. She missed the whole second half of football season, all of basketball season, and now missing the start of softball and baseball. We know how bad she wants to be here with us. We miss you, LB. Well, maybe not with me, but she still owes me some things, so she needs to get back soon. So, LB, we love you. We miss you. Continue to recover and get strong and get back with us.
Absolutely. As we are going to be having our game underway here, Natalie Musser is going to step in, the lefty for Indian Valley. It's going to be underway here for IVC softball. Tonight's first pitch brought to you by Buckeye Career Center. Braves taking on the Trojans. It will be Brennan Reichman who's on the mound for Tusky Valley. Her first offering's too low and outside to Musser. Musser out of that left-handed batter's box, as you might have seen already, going to be the slap-hitting approach.
Had the game-winning run scored on Monday after scoring on a sacrifice fly.
Next one, there's a hot shot towards short. And it's a leadoff single for Musser as that had some crazy backspin and went past the extended glove of Leah Wright.
Really nice contact there to get things started for Musser.
So now it will be the shortstop for the Braves standing in, Lady Abiel. We know that Musser over there at first, she's got some wheels, so we're going to see if they want to test that out early on. His next delivery from Reichman is going to catch the outside part of the plate, strike one. Plenty of seniors on this Indian Valley team.
Yeah, they're loaded. Loaded with upperclassmen. 9 seniors, and I think I said 5 juniors.
I think that sounds right.
Goodness gracious. Loaded with experience.
Abiel tried to drag bunt there and was unable to get it down. Actually, she did get it down, but she put it into foul territory, so she's behind in the count 0-2. Reichman ready. Her delivery is going to be just a bit too high. There's a snap throw down to first. Musser slides back in plenty of time. Count moves to 1-2. If you might hear, the breeze is still around.
Yeah, still kicking. Hopefully it blows that hill off a little bit before Fred decides to take his vehicle back up there.
Next delivery from Reichman is fought off by Abiel, so she'll do it again at 1-2. Yeah, if you haven't been to this facility, the way that this field works is it's off to the side of the railroad tracks by the high school here, and it's down kind of in a bowl, so to speak, and it might accumulate a little bit of moisture.
A little bit?
Reichman's next delivery is too high. Count draws even at 2-2. That's again, the thing that makes it incredible that this is a playing surface that's ready to go.
Yeah, they did a remarkable job. We've said it a few times already. We'll continue to say it. Yeah, we'll continue it.
Reichman's 2-2. That was a changeup, I believe, and it's a grounder over to third. Can't be held on over by the first baseman for Tusky Valley. So Abel is going to reach on the error at first.
Yeah, Maisa Braun over there, just a little bit of a throwing error. I mean, you could give it to her. You could also,
It's a bit
give
of a
it.
low throw, yeah.
Yeah, you could. But Binsley, probably could have helped her third baseman out a little bit, but nonetheless.
What did I say about the balls on the infield? Not going to be picking up a lot of speed on the ground. And sure enough, it took a long time to get to the third baseman. Now strike one goes to the Braves' first baseman and Gabby Mead, the senior.
So no score, still bottom of the first inning, just underway here at Tusky Valley. Two runners on.
For Mead, good to see her without that leg brace that she had been having to have for the past few seasons. She will try to turn on one and pops it sky high down the left side. And a nice play over there at third base. Hauling it in over her head was Braun. Good play.
Yeah, really nice play to go over the shoulder and bring that one in to retire the first one. So Indian Valley still with two runners on, first and second. And now we got cleanup coming up.
Brooklyn Sanders, the designated player for the Braves. Reichman rocks and deals. It's too high, maybe a bit outside as well.
See how Reichman does being a freshman and having to deal with a little bit of trouble here early on.
Well, and Musser and Abul are not messing around when it comes to their leads. They're getting off the bases quickly. Sanders gets that one off the hands on the inside part of the plate and just could do nothing but pop it straight up. And you saw her turn around and look at her teammates go, oh, because when it's the colder temperatures out like that, that one doesn't feel good. Good play by Reichman, too, to get off the mound and make the play.
Yeah, two down now, trying to work out of trouble is the freshman, Brendan Reichman, on the mound for the Lady Trojans. See if the Lady Braves can cash in.
Senior second baseman Ashley Baker will stand in for her first at-bat. First delivery from Reichman. Called strike at the knees.
Like you said, Musser really wanting to get over to third base.
Pushing the issue.
And say hello to Braun over there. They just want to reacquaint each other, I think.
We know this Indian Valley team is no stranger to pushing the envelope and, trying to get anything they possibly can as that's ball one on the outside. They are going to try to make you think, and they're going to try to make you work. And, if you're behind the plate in Wade for Tusky Valley, you might be thinking about a throw down to second, but you know exactly what Musser's going to do if that throw does come down. She's bolting for third.
No doubt about it.
Reichman delivers. That one just a bit low, and there goes Musser. The throw is not in time, and she just gets her hand in front of the throw.
Really good throw by Ariana Wade there. I thought she had her dead to rights.
Abul will also move up to second on the stolen base for Musser. That last pitch to Baker was in the dirt, so it's a 2-1 count. Baker in a big spot here to put the Braves up early.
We'll see if the second baseman can come through.
Reichman's next delivery, healthy cut from Baker, but it was high. She was behind it. It's 2-2.
So count even at 2-2. See if Reichman can get out of this jam in the bottom of the first with no runs.
The 2-2 offering is going to be in the dirt. Full count, payoff pitch upcoming for this inning.
I'm sure she wants to take care of Baker now. You don't want to get to Celeste Rummel, the senior third baseman.
Reichman's 3-2 deliveries. Put into play, and a nice glove by Reichman on the mound, and will deliver it on to first. No problem. She works out of a jam and strands two of the Braves. It will be the Trojans at the plate as we head to the bottom of the first inning here from Zorville.
If you're planning a major concrete project, you need the help of Stocker Concrete Company. From precast concrete products to ready-mix concrete, sand, gravel, limestone, and concrete block, the professionals at Stocker Concrete can help you get started and keep you on the path to completion using the best materials you can find. Stocker Concrete is the concrete material provider you can count on. See them at 7574 Route 36, Janaden-Hutton, or call 740-254-4626.
Dumont Sporting Goods in Dover and Canton has just what you're looking for, so your athlete has the best gear for the sports they play. Dumont's has a large apparel selection and can handle your customized screen printing as well as embroidery for your team or business. For sporting goods and for all your apparel needs, Dumont Sporting Goods in Dover and Canton has everything you want to play and look your best.
Homeowners, are you ready to give your home a spring makeover? The Wayne Door Annual Spring Sale is happening April 1st through the 6th. Get ready to save big on garage doors, entry doors, windows, and more. It's the perfect time to enhance your curb appeal and security without breaking the bank. Visit our Dover and Cambridge showrooms to work with our team of experts. Let's make that spring dream a reality. And don't forget, for every $500 spent, enter for a chance to win one of 3 amazing prizes. Visit WayneDoor.com for more details, and we'll see you April 1st through the 6th for the Wayne Door Annual Spring Sale.
As Big Z Sports has high school softball action. Go ahead, Chris. What were you going to say?
Well, my hands are cold is what I was going to tell you. But, we do that all the time. I apologize.
You're good. You're good. Today's presentation brought to you by the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. Bottom of the first inning, it will be Mia Sexton to lead things off for the Trojans. She'll be followed up by Leah Wright. Then it is Kyra Garbrandt, the designated player for Tusky Valley. Those are the 3 batters you are guaranteed here this inning. As on the bump for the Braves, it will be Aubrey Elliott, who, as you made mention to, Chris, not the pitcher Tusky Valley faced on their last game.
Yeah, absolutely. She is not the same pitcher that Tusky Valley faced. When you go back and look at the Indian Valley Braves, they faced Shelby Gossett the last time. So different look out of the Indian Valley Braves here for game number 2.
So Elliott's ready, and her first delivery is going to be on the corner. Strike 1 to Sexton. And I don't know if you already picked that up or not, Chris. You have to watch for the next pitch. I know you were looking down, but you can see the laces on that pinpoint spiral that she has on the ball. A lot of nice lateral movement.
Mia Sexton, the sophomore.
That one, a hot shot to left. And that's going to be a leadoff single for Sexton, who gets things started early for Tusky Valley. That one, even with the cold temperatures out here, there was no doubter on that. It was roped.
Yeah, she drilled that one. If these bats were wood, you would say good wood.
Leah Wright stands in now, the shortstop for the Trojans. We'll see what Elliott's able to do with the runner on. Kind of a mirror image to exactly how the first at bat went for the Braves there in the top of the first. 2 pitches and a single.
Yeah, senior shortstop in now.
Elliott's first delivery catches the inside part of the plate, strike 1.
A lot of movement on that ball.
Nothing, as I said to Stump when we did the Carrollton-Garraway baseball game, there's nothing more, I want to say, to psych you out more as a batter whenever you see that pitch come out of the hands of the pitcher and you think, well, that's going to hit me, and then it ends about 3 inches on the inner part of the plate.
Yeah, there's no doubt. And little equipment malfunction over there. I think she took the one glove off.
No, it is for the little wristband that they would have for the situation. I think she might have had the wrong one on.
Oh, interesting.
Or maybe it was coming out of its casing, so she just wanted to get rid of it. She probably, I guess she knows what they're doing.
I thought it was her glove she took off.
No,
anyway.
No. And sure enough, there goes the bunt. She'll foul it back, though, and it's going to go off the cage. She falls behind 0-2. That's what I was alluding to, Chris. I said, I think she knows exactly what situation she has here.
Yeah, I would think so.
Wright going to stand back in as head coach Tony Paconki tells the base runner and Sexton and Wright what they're going for. The 0-2 count, I can't imagine she'd round again. Elliott's delivery, too far outside, left-handed batter's box, in fact. It's 1-2.
Yeah, nice-looking pitch, though. She put it right where she wanted it, right where her catcher wanted it. She put it right there.
Well, in the early key, working that inside-outside game. She worked the first two pitches in. Tries to go for the outside corner. We'll see if she tries to work it back.
You had a pitch to play with there,
Elliott's delivery goes outside again. Too far. Good snag behind the plate there for the Braves as looking the runner down was Weaver. Almost looked like it was going to get away from her. Elliott's ready again. She'll rock and deal in the dirt and scooped up by Weaver, so Wright has worked the count back to a 3-2 after falling behind 0-2.
Yeah, Wright doing a nice job, trying to battle back. Bella Weaver, just a sophomore catcher behind the dish.
Next delivery from Elliott's cut on and miss. Strike 3 as Wright couldn't catch up to the high heater. Out number 1 for the bottom of the first. It will be Kyra Garbrandt now standing in, the designated player for the Trojans.
Elliott with her first K of the game. First K for either side.
Well, you saw she worked those last 2 pitches low, then decided to bring the high heat, might have been a rise ball, and did a good job of getting her to chase.
So Mia Sexton's still down at first. 1 out. Bottom of the first.
Elliott's first delivery and a healthy cut from Garbrandt, but it was in the dirt. She couldn't get a bat on it. She's behind 0-1. That bottom just fell completely out of that pitch.
Yeah, it was a good-looking pitch right there.
All right, I'm understanding the cold thing now.
Yeah, it's definitely a little chilly.
Yeah. Who would have thunk it? Would have had to have gloves for the second game of the season.
Well, it is Ohio.
Elliott's next delivery, that's going to be fouled off, I think, between the legs of Garbrandt as it will dribble towards her dugout. She's behind 0-2.
And it's chilly when Rummel down at third base has the hoodie on. Gabby Mead has the hoodie on at first. So, it's a little nippy out here.
Out in right field as well.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
Indian Valley.
Yeah, Sadie out in right.
Sadie Trident. Nah, you got to go with the sleeveless. You got to strike fear in them.
Well, that's what Kyra's trying to do right now at the plate.
Elliott's delivery too far outside, but she got Garbrandt to chase. Swung on and missed. Second straight punch out for Elliott. It will
really
be
nice pitch.
Mesa Brown, the third baseman, to stand in out of a power spot.
Yeah, Mesa Brown, the senior. Had 1 hit on Monday.
Sexton still standing over there at first.
Garbrandt was the other hit that Tusky Valley had, only 2 hits.
Elliott's delivery does catch the outside corner.
A lot of movement, a lot of spin on her balls.
I thought Weaver was going to call time there and potentially go and talk to Elliott. She just waiting for Brown to stand back in. Elliott's 0-1 delivery popped up straight over our heads, out of play.
That's why I didn't park back there. Fred's car was in danger.
Well, who's going through the thicket to find that one?
Well, there's a couple kids going after it, so
well,
it's all good.
It's early enough in the year still. You don't have to worry about poison ivy or
Yeah,
anything yet.
no, you don't have to worry about that.
Gotta love early baseball and softball season. Everything other than the grass is still brown.
Yeah.
Elliott, her 0-2, swung on, popped up, almost the same spot.
In on the hands, nice movement. It started started down the center of the plate and then moved in towards the hands. Really nice pitch out of Elliott there.
All right, Chris, worked in, went out. I'm assuming she's going to start on the outer side of the plate, and that pitch is going to end up in the left-handed batter's box. Let's see.
All right, let's see it.
See if I know what I'm talking about. Elliott's delivery, sure enough, she tried it, but it went too far outside. Good waist pitch.
Yeah, good waist pitch. I mean, you've got at least another one that you can get her to try and go chase here if you're Elliott in the circle. Maybe something downstairs.
Elliott's ready for her 1-2. She tried to go a little bit higher. That one's laced down the left field line, but it goes well foul.
Yeah, Mesa ripped that one foul, just got a little bit ahead of it.
It is important to note here, if you get a ball up in the air, the wind is blowing in from behind us, from behind home plate. So there is all the potential for that to really, if you catch the jet stream in the right way, it could go a long way.
The jet stream. We are in the little valley here, the Tusky Valley. Yeah, you see what I did there.
Spend a lot of time on that one.
I did.
Elliott's 1-2 in the dirt. Good block by Weaver, and it will hold Sexton at first.
I did work on that a little bit. We got a good crowd here, too, up on the hill. the steep hill out there, but a nice place to watch a ball game, especially on a, maybe a chillier day. You could park close and sit in your car and watch it.
Well, and you can park up there and probably not have to worry about a ball reaching your windshield.
That is absolutely the case.
Elliott's 2-2. Swung on. Good contact. Left center. Left fielder and center fielder converging and making the play out there in center just barely. And holding on to it was Musser. She had the snow cone on the end of that. But
definitely a snow cone.
She still makes the play as one runner will be left on in the bottom of the first. We move on to the second from Zorville. Still no score here with Big Z Sports.
Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They are the place to call for residential, commercial, and industrial work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net.
Cush Financial Group has been proudly serving the financial needs of local community members for over 35 years. The team at Cush Financial follows an industry-leading service model with the unique approach and fiduciary responsibilities associated with their board-certified financial planner. With over 75 years of combined experience, the advisors at Cush Financial Group are here to help you achieve your financial goals. Contact the office at 330-308-8700 or visit cushfinancial.com to schedule your free consultation today. Securities and investment advisory services offered through Independent Capital Company Incorporated, member FINRA, SIPC.
Today's presentation of high school softball brought to you by the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. On to the top of the second inning. Reichman back on the mound for Tusky Valley. Leading things off at 6'7" Celeste Rummel will be stepping to the plate. She'll be followed up by Bella Weaver and Sadie Dryden.
Yeah, moving to the bottom part of the order here for the Indian Valley Braves. We'll see what they have against the freshman pitcher. She did a nice job getting out of trouble after getting two runners on early.
Yeah, both the first two batters reached base. She stranded them both. It's both in scoring position for that matter as well. Reichman's first deliveries. Rummel wastes no time going after it. High fly ball out to left. And making the catch out there, no problem, is Jamison for the Trojans for out number one. She was not waiting around.
No, and Jamison doing a nice job to track it in the wind.
So the sophomore and Weaver will be stepping to the plate.
Bella Weaver, the catcher, just a sophomore. I was commenting, I've seen a lot of little girls catching before. She is just small in stature is what I'm getting at.
No, I understand.
A lot of times you just don't see that in a high school softball catcher, but, she's very good behind the plate, very quick.
Reichman, her first offering's too far outside. That's also when you tie back into the potential there, of positions. Everybody kind of comes in different sizes and different play styles as her next one is fouled off the cage. With the different play styles, you might go with someone like Weaver who's a little bit quicker on her feet necessarily. Yep. It just all depends on how you want the approach from behind the plate.
Absolutely.
Reichman gets the call. Show rock and fire too far outside, a little high as well. Good tailing action from Reichman.
A little bit more speed than what Elliott has on the other side. Elliott maybe a little bit more movement.
Might go more with the location. Reichman kicks, steals, too high again, ball three.
That was really close to the strike zone right there, right at the numbers.
I'm hearkening back to my days because at the moment that went to the catcher's glove, I'm going, that's a ball. Delivery from Reichman, hot shot down the left side, but it's going to hook foul for Weaver. It's a full count.
Braun thought about going over there, and she said, you know what, it's a little too cold to be doing all that mess today.
Yeah, she was thinking, Sabrina, you got it.
Yeah, you're good.
Got to keep moving, though. Got to keep the blood pumping.
Yeah, you do. Full count, one down.
I say as I'm the one who's back here sitting in a chair right now.
Yeah, gimp.
Reichman's 3-2 deliveries down Broadway, and it's a strikeout looking. Weaver's retired for out number two.
First strikeout for Reichman on the evening, afternoon, whatever you want to call it.
It's evening. It's past 5 o'clock.
Okay. Chilly evening.
Sadie Dryden to stand in, the right fielder for the Braves. First delivery from Reichman is going to be a strike, low outside corner.
Wonder if her dad Skeeter is up there on the hill, or if he's at the fire station today.
You'll have to ask him. I don't know.
I don't either. He'll probably comment, I'm sure.
Reichman, her next offering was high and outside. Dryden went after it and fouled it away.
Yeah, deep foul.
Back into the thicket they go.
Yeah, better them than me.
I hope they pay the kids who go chase these foul balls well.
Yeah.
Reichman's 0-2. Another foul ball, this one off the cage.
Sadie staying alive. Senior right fielder for the Lady Braves. Reichman trying to get that second punch out.
Her delivery, outside corner, pop-up, and it's going to fall where nobody is. They always say hit them where they ain't, Chris, and it worked out there for Sadie Dryden as she gets a single to keep the inning alive.
Yeah, Sadie, nice contact there. Went the other way and cashes in with her first single.
There is nothing more frustrating to me than watching players who try to pull that pitch instead of going with it. Dryden doing a great job. Outside pitch, not much you can really do with it down the left field line, so just take it right to right and place it perfectly. It is Avery Baker, the left fielder for the Braves, who to stand in.
Rounding out the bottom of the order here for the Braves. Heading back to the top if she can do some work and get on here and advance Dryden and get Musser back to the plate, the leadoff batter.
Baker saw strike one. Third baseman in Braun playing kind of far in. Doesn't want to get burned by the wheels of Baker. Reichman's next delivery, foul ball, goes straight back into the catcher.
Real close to the hands there when she swung, almost got her in the gloves.
So it's an 0-2 count now. 1 on, 2 outs, top of the second from Zorville. Reichman's ready. Swung on, put into play down the right side. It will go foul off the Braves dugout.
And look, Indian Valley continues to foul off pitches and make Reichman throw pitches. The more pitches you see, the more location you're going to have and be able to find out what you've got from the freshman pitcher. Nothing on her but Monday night's game, right? You didn't see her a year ago.
Next delivery, cut on and missed, and Baker is sat down. Second punch out for Reichman. Trojans are going to be coming to the plate. Still no score. Big Z Sports and Claxon Communications will return after this.
Find your path to success at Buckeye Career Center. Buckeye students earned over 3,000 industry-recognized credentials this past school year, and over 130 students participated in our School to Work program or an internship at a local business. Let us help you get a jump start on your future in a career of landscaping and turf management, pharmacy technician, HVACR, CAD development and design, or any of our over 30 programs. Enroll today for next school year by visiting BuckeyeCareerCenter.org.
Hi, I'm Zach Motice with the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. For all your auto, home, farm, and business insurance needs, contact our team at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. Or stop in and see us at one of our 3 locations in downtown New Philadelphia, Sugar Creek, or in Strasburg, providing excellent service to the Tuscarawas Valley since 1885. Everyone here at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency would like to wish all area athletes good luck this season.
It will be Brennan Reichman to lead things off for Tusky Valley, the freshman, in the home half of the second inning. Big Z Sports back along with Claxon Communications and today's presenting sponsor, the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. Of course, following today's game, we'll get you to your Dumont Sporting Goods post-game show where we hand out our Mac and Turf Realty Player of the Game. Early on, pitching battle, which we kind of assumed it would be.
Yeah, now it's pitcher versus pitcher. One at the plate, one in the circle.
Elliott for the Braves will deliver, and Reichman goes after the first one. She sees right center, and reaching out for its Weaver, can't make the catch. And the throw's going to come into second, not in time. It is a leadoff double for the freshman for the Trojans.
Nice shot to right center there.
Pardon me, Musser in center, not Weaver.
Yeah, for Reichman. And, Musser in center just missed that one for the Braves, and I don't think there was anything she could do on there. That was just a really well-hit ball by Reichman.
She got a good break on it, but that was just a hot shot to right center. So it is Ariana Wade, the catcher, to stand in for the Trojans. Runner in scoring position, nobody gone. Elliott going to have to work out of a bit of a jam. you're in a fan of situational hitting, she's trying to go to the right side. We'll see if she can do it.
Ariana's already been messing with us behind the plate, too.
And there's a swung on a foul ball off of the catcher. Will be strike one. Walking back in, Weaver seems to no harm, no foul.
Maybe a little bit off the hand there, no?
Yeah. Well, let me tell you, Chris, when it's under 50 degrees and that happens, that doesn't feel good.
Yeah, no. No, it does not. And yes, we are under 50. 48 to be exact.
Elliott's ready. Her delivery too far outside. Tried to get Wade to bite, but could not. 1-1.
Tried to get the screw to go outside there and just couldn't get it to find a zone or get Wade to chase.
Speaking of the hill that's behind the fence out here, we got kids rolling down now.
I know. It's
making them dizzy.
What is this, snow?
Delivery from Elliott is going to catch the zone 1-2. The reason I made comment to that is there was a time when I would love to roll down the hill like that. Now,
yeah, I'm not doing that now.
That makes my stomach churn just watching it happen.
Put you in a tire and roll you down the hill?
No, thank you.
Not with your foot, anyway.
Maybe we'll just even it out.
Yeah, let's try the other one.
Elliott's ready. Sharrock and deal. There's a pop-up right side. Going back is the second baseman and making the play. Holding the runner over there is Baker for out number one. For Wade, hit it to the right side. Chris just couldn't get enough depth.
Yep. Just got under it just a little bit. By the way, I don't think Madison would be very happy with me if I tried to roll you down the hill in a tire. She was already yelling at me about my driving skills, so I'm sure she wouldn't be happy with me.
She'd just say don't encourage him to do anything else that hurts him. Emma Reneker in, the right fielder. Elliott delivers, and good hold there for Reneker. She wanted
it. Yep. She wanted the high stuff and didn't bite on it.
You ask any batter ever on a check swing, they've never gone once. Imagine that.
No, never.
Unless it's already in the zone. And then
right.
Elliott's ready. Her 1-0 fouled away off the hands. Jamison standing on deck, waiting for her opportunity, but Reneker could break the game open in the bottom of the second. Trying to drive in, Reichman standing on second.
Leadoff double out there at second.
Delivery from Elliott is on the inside corner. Kind of buckled the knees of Reneker.
Yeah, good location for Elliott there. See if she can get her third punch out of the game right here. She needs it.
Delivery from Elliott, swung on and fouled. Just getting a piece of it was Reneker. It was low and outside, and she just got the end of the bat. Saw it spin away from Weaver behind the plate.
Hands cold there? That's why you got pockets, bro.
That's what I'm doing.
It's a little easier to stand up and put them in your pockets, though.
Well, standing's hard when you got one leg. Elliott winds and fires on the 1-2, and she gets Reneker out in front for her third punch-out.
Nice pitch there, a little off-speed stuff out of Aubrey Elliott.
So Sabrina Jamison to stand in, the left fielder for the Trojans.
Good job by Weaver there, pulling that in. She's doing a good job managing her pitcher today.
Call comes in from Coach Dusty Braun from the dugout. Elliott toes the rubber. Her delivery's put into play. Baker fields at second, delivers on to first cleanly, and working out of the jam is Elliott. We will move on to the third inning. Still no score from Zorville. Big Z Sports will return for IVC softball after this.
Wendy's new Breakfast 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles let you create your own delicious combo. Choose from a sausage biscuit, egg and cheese biscuit, small seasoned potatoes, and a medium hot coffee. But it's obvious which combo's the best. Sausage biscuit and small seasoned potatoes. Well, maybe it's the fresh cracked egg and cheese biscuit with a medium hot coffee. Or 2 savory sausage biscuits. Whichever you pick, you can't go wrong. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles.
Limited time only. U.S. price and participation may vary. Not valid in a combo. Single item at regular price.
Live more comfortably this winter with the help of Unified Insulation Systems. Unified Insulation Systems is a full-service insulation and weatherization provider that can show you how to properly insulate your home or business. With good insulation from Unified Systems, you can prevent your gutters from freezing and get rid of your high-energy bills. Call Jeremiah Thomas today for your free quote at 330-773-7377 or visit unifiedinsulation.com. Call Unified Insulation Systems today, your most trusted name in insulation.
The away half of the third inning upcoming with Big Z Sports live on our YouTube channel. If you have not subscribed, you're going to want to do that because we will be notifying you when we go live on every single one of our broadcasts. And the bright side about that, Chris, thanks to our sponsors, how much does that cost you?
Nothing.
Zero.
Nada. And the people up there on the hill, if they want to see it from a couple different angles, they can just go back and watch it when they get home.
So standing in for the Braves, it will be the top of the order in Natalie Musser, the lefty. She led off this game with a single, then stole a base, but was ultimately left stranded. She watches ball 1.
See if she's going to slap here out of the batter's box. And she will slap
a hot
it.
Shot over the third baseman's head. Second straight single for Musser. She'll put a runner on to start off the third.
So a little slap out of Musser to start things off.
Had some heat past Braun.
Yeah, right past Braun and into left field, working out of that left-handed batter's box and knocked it into left field.
Abel stands back in. She reached on an error in the first inning, then advanced on the stolen base from Musser. Reichman's delivery. There's a bunt from Abel, and it is beautiful down in front of the catcher. Throw on to first, can't get held on to. There goes Musser. She'll advance to third, and she is safe. And Abel will advance to second as well. Like I said, Chris, Indian Valley likes to put the pressure on.
Yeah, absolutely they do. And I'll tell you what, Musser almost got caught out there in no man's land.
I think the ball might have been dropped by Braun. I couldn't quite tell.
It was real close. Close play over there at third. But you know what? I think Dusty's over there telling her now, like, look, you can't get caught in no man's land out there.
You got to go if you're going to go.
Now we're going to have a conference at the mound. Is Wade going to walk out and talk to her pitcher and try and settle the freshman down?
Little conversation about how to approach Meade, one of the big bats in this Braves lineup. Sure, Coach Braun for Indian Valley just telling her, hey, deep fly ball scores 1 here, and that's what we want.
You calling that an error? Or are you going to give her the single on that?
I gave her the single, but then again, I am not the end-all, be-all when it comes to scoring.
We're not.
Meade, her first time up, she popped out down the third base side with that nice over-the-shoulder catch from Braun.
Yeah.
Reichman ready, she'll deal. Meade sees ball 1 too high.
Obviously, Wade not really concerned with either runner at this point.
Get as big as a lead as you want.
Yeah. Yeah.
1-0 from Reichman. That's going to catch low and outside. Strike 1. That's a good location against the pop of the bat of Meade.
Good location and good hold there out of Wade, making sure she painted that corner for the umpire.
This is usually where a player proves me wrong, and she's going to hit one hard from that spot. Reichman's next delivery way too high. I think she tried the rise, but maybe just let it run too much. Moves to a 2-1 count.
Did it just drop like 10 degrees?
Well, the sun disappeared more.
That's
the problem.
All of a sudden, it felt like when we changed over innings, we lost 10 degrees.
Reichman's 2-1. Meade fouls it away. Into the trees it goes. Count draws even at 2-2.
Joe's down there in sunny Georgia eating Zaxby's, making me jealous. And it's probably 80 down there. He's probably sitting by the pool.
Singing Sunny in 75.
Right. Hence Joe Nichols, right? Coming to Atwood Lake Park.
See, that's what we call cross-promotion.
It is. That's very good. You did a nice job there, sir. That's why they pay you the big bucks.
Meade skies it to left. Long run. Jamison can't quite make it as she slides, but it is a foul ball. Runners will not advance. She's got a big grin on her face. She came in a long way.
Yes, she did. She tried it. Good hustle down there. Good job by the shortstop right to make her way over there as well.
Back to a 2-2 count. Reichman toes the rubber. She goes to work real quick as she's going to wind and fire. Mead fouls it away off the hands.
Yeah, in on the hands, and good job by Wade protecting Blue's head there.
Yeah, unfortunately in softball, those off the cage don't count.
No, they don't, but it counts if you save the umpire's head from a little bump. Maybe you get a call later.
You're trying to get yourself some brownie points.
Exactly.
Reichman delivers. Mead fouls it away again. It was another one that broke in on her hands.
Yeah, in on the hands. Reichman's moving that ball in on the hands of Gabby Mead and really trying to make sure if she's going to hit it, it doesn't have much on it.
Reichman ready again. Fouled again, and I saw the flinch, Chris.
Yep. Yeah, a little bit.
Do you forget how chain link works?
Well, I know. I just, it's just the normal reaction. But, here in the top of the third, a lot of trouble right now for Reichman trying to battle out of it. 2 on, nobody out.
2-2 delivery again. Mead puts it into play, back up the middle. Throw down to third, not going to be in time, so bases are going to be juiced.
That's all right, though. Fielder's choice out of Mead.
And there's going to be it's going to be Brooklyn Sanders to come in.
Yeah, and you've got the cleanup coming up right now for the Indian Valley Braves.
I was so used to Mead for the Braves having to have the courtesy runner come in for years due to that leg injury, but now doesn't have to. That's always
doesn't
a good
have
thing.
to.
Reichman delivers
Nice
outside
pitch.
corner to Sanders, who nods her head in agreement.
So the 0-1 there again, no outs. Bases loaded, juiced full of Braves. Trojans trying to get out of this jam.
Reichman's 0-1, too far inside on Sanders, 1-1.
You know what, though? For a freshman, Brendan Reichman out there seems calm and cool, just making her pitches. Doesn't seem flustered at all.
Well, the rule of thumb is you know what's coming, they don't. So that's something that you can always remain calm with. As Sanders sees the next one down the pipe, it's 1-2.
Sometimes you'll see pitchers, though, especially young pitchers, they'll get a little rattled when they're in trouble. You can tell by their body language. Body language out of Reichman, the same in the first inning as it is now.
Going to work quickly again. Next delivery, Sanders puts it well above our heads and out of play.
Almost hit Spank back there.
You can tell how wet the field is around, how wet the ground is around the field, too. I don't know if you could hear it on the broadcast,
thud.
just a thud into the ground.
It sounded like one of my golf shots.
No, that's actually me hitting the club into the ground in front of the ball.
Huge divot.
Reichman ready. Swung on. Sanders couldn't quite get into play. She fought it off of her hands, and we'll do it again at 1-2.
And we talked about it last inning, Nick. The more pitches they see out of Brennan Reichman, the more they're going to be able to time her up. They already saw what she had to offer on Monday. Now they're just adding to that bank, especially later in the season, right?
Reichman's got the cone, is ready. Sanders pops up, infield. Shortstop camping under
fly,
it.
Right?
It's going to be infield fly, so Sanders will sit. Good play out there at shortstop by Wright, who stood under it. I always give credit to them in that situation just because you've got the umpire right beside you who starts yelling infield fly, and it almost throws your concentration off sometimes.
It does. You've got Musser down at third, Aubil at second, Gabby Mead at first. One down, Baker at the plate.
Baker shows bunt, and she tries to put it down but cannot.
Little suicide squeeze here?
As much as you can do with when you can actually leave your base in softball, of course.
Absolutely. Well, yeah, you've got to wait until the ball's out of the hand of the pitcher, but nonetheless, That's what I always think of when you're trying to lay a bunt down. And
Reichman delivers inside corner and a strike.
boy, she can go a long way here to get a punch out of Baker.
It's worth noting Indian Valley's already stranded 3 through 2 innings. Reichman's delivery too high, and Baker holds the hands.
It's all right, trying to get her to chase there. A little throwaway pitch, I think. Now maybe you'll see her come back with something maybe low and outside.
Next delivery put into play, and Baker's got at least 2 RBIs as it's going all the way to the fence. Second run comes in. Meade's being waved home by Coach Braun. Throw at the plate, slide, and she is out at the plate. Baker advances to third. Throw gets away. Baker's going to run and score easily on the throw off the hand of Braun. So 3 runs do come in for Indian Valley as Meade is thrown out at the plate for out number 2.
So 2 runs scored for Ashley Baker. The 2 RBIs on the, I would give her a double on that. You agree?
It would be a double.
So a
correct.
2 RBI double. And then the other run on the throwing error. Did a great job, did Ariana Wade, to make the tag of Meade at the plate and tried to get it over to Braun to get Baker down at third base, and the ball just got away from her just a little bit and allowed her to come home. So
first pitch to Rummel's going to be a strike.
So Baker a big 1 out, 2 RBI double.
Reichman's next delivery. Rummel goes after the outside pitch. Might have been a touch ahead of it. She's behind 0-2.
So 3-0 Braves in front. Top of the third.
Reichman's delivery. Rummel gets a bat into it. It's going well foul down the right side, though. I really hope they're paying this kid extra who's running around all these balls down here for the Trojans.
He's been busy, hasn't he? Goodness gracious.
I don't know. After the game, it deserves like a hot dog, maybe a pop or something.
Yeah, Taco Bell.
Reichman's ready. Her delivery swung on
nice
and missed.
Pitch.
Strike 3. The damage is done, though, as the Braves take a 3-0 lead off of a 2 RBI double for Ashley Baker, who also scores herself on a throwing error. We go to the home side of the third inning. Braves lead 3-0.
At Kaufman Realty and Auctions, you've got options. Your property is unique, and our agents know how to sell it. Whether it's a traditional listing or live auction, we'll earn you top dollar. Our agents will utilize whichever method of sale works best. When buying or selling your next home, call on Kaufman.
PAC Drilling, a family-owned and operated company since 2005 in Bolivar, takes pride in being an economic oil and gas drilling company. PAC's objective is to contribute to American energy independence through profitable development, operation, and marketing of oil and natural gas wells. PAC also employs operating technicians to oversee each and every well drilled to maximize its productivity and longevity. Contact PAC Drilling at pacdrilling.com.
School softball in Z Country. It's Indian Valley taking on Tusky Valley. Today's presentation brought to you by the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. I need a new color commentator over here.
It's cold, man. You got to do what you got to do to stay warm.
You're embarrassing me at this point.
It's all good. We got a little crowd here. If they've ever seen me or followed Big Z Sports, they know I'm an idiot, so it's okay.
Ellie Wallach, the center fielder for the Trojans, will stand in. Elliott goes to work and offers the first one inside, ball 1.
Ellie, just a freshman. What a really good basketball season she had. 6-man coming off the bench for the Tusky Valley Trojans. Now getting her shot at the softball diamond at the varsity level as a freshman.
Weaver's ready in her next offering, too far outside. 2-0 count. Great hitters count here for Wallach, who wants to get a little momentum after that 3-run inning the Braves just posted.
Yeah, you want to strike back if you're Tusky Valley.
Next delivery tails back in on Wallach,
Yeah,
who sees
nice.
the strike on the inside corner.
Nice movement for Elliott there. Rolled right back inside.
Like I said before, if you're a batter and you see that pitch coming out of the hand, it's going for your front shoulder, and then all of a sudden it's just about 2 or 3 inches in off the inside part of the plate. Elliott's next offering, same pitch, and it's fouled away, straight at us. 2-2's the count. You didn't flinch that time. I'm proud of you.
No, I didn't.
It's because you were looking down at your papers.
So when you look at Shelby Gossett, who pitched yet on Monday, and then you turn around and bring back Aubrey Elliott, head coach Dusty Braun was right. He's got 2 really good arms for the Lady Braves.
It's definitely a luxury to have. Elliott's delivery out the middle, right over the glove of Elliott, and it is a leadoff knock for Wallach.
Man, Elliott just above the wickets on the comebacker there.
That is a reactionary putting the glove up there moment because very little time to react as we'll go back to the top of the lineup. Here's Sexton. She led off the game with a single, saw just 2 pitches, looking to do some damage.
Yeah, Mia Sexton going to try and get a little rally started here for the Tusky Valley Lady Trojans, who trail 3-0, bottom of the 3rd inning. Nobody out. Ellie Wallach down at first base.
Elliott going to try to rattle off that base hit and rattle off the jump from that pitch coming right back up over her head. Next offering, I'd say she has no problem because that offering was right on the outside corner, a beautiful pitch.
Absolutely, in a good frame right there by Weaver.
Wallach over there at first, a massive lead she got after that came in.
She's quick.
Very.
We know that from a couple of months ago. Hard to believe it's been a couple of months already.
Elliott delivers. Too far outside. She tried the off-speed or the breaking ball. It's 1-1. Always laugh when I say breaking ball because they all kind of move.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
The 1-1 is going to be in the inside corner. Strike 2 called. Whew. And I do not think Sexton was a fan, but she's down 1-2.
I don't think she was a fan. I don't think head coach Tony Pekonke was very pleased with that one either, but it was the 3rd strike. Maybe he would have been a little more upset down there at third base. So Elliott trying to get punch out number 4 here.
Her delivery too far inside, maybe in the dirt. Another good block by Weaver.
2-2. Right? You heard what Coach Tony Pekonke said.
5-3-4. I don't know what it means.
We don't know what it means, but that's what he said.
Elliott's ready. She'll deal. Swung on, put into play just past the outstretched glove of Rummel, but it's going to hook just past the bag and trickle foul.
Man, just about a foot away from making Rummel have to make a play on that one.
And Rummel and Coach Pekonke from Tusky Valley were having a good laugh when they were walking back.
That was, man, Sexton just about a foot away from being at the bag.
Had the trailing spin.
Yeah.
Elliott's 2-2. Outside. Full count.
Yep. Full count, so good job of batting by Sexton to make sure that, see as many pitches as you can and try and get yourself aboard here and get Ellie Wallach down to second base.
On the full count delivery. Hot shot into the glove of Rummel. Throws on the for a double play.
How about you, Celeste Rummel?
My goodness.
Look what I found. Goodness gracious.
You know what she's going to say after that, too, right?
Yeah.
I saw it all the way.
yeah, she saw it all the way.
So 2 quick outs there for the Braves. Leah Wright to the plate. Hey, you know why they call it the hot corner, Chris?
Jeez, Pete's. Listen, that was really nice to stop that run, man. Celeste Rummel, that's why she's down there.
What was good from Rummel, too, is Wallach got a big lead. She actually took time to reset herself, take a breath, and throw over there and not force that throw and get the 2 outs.
And listen, and that's why she's wearing the face mask down there too. I from my kid playing softball, her, through college, my kid would not go onto the field in the infield without a mask on. I'm sorry, and that's the reason why right there.
See, I had a built-in mask. No matter
well,
what.
right, but these kids, I mean, you can say what you want, but this ball's coming off of these bats in a hurry. One of the hardest things to do is to hit a good softball pitcher. I mean, it really is. You're closer to the plate. The ball in velocity is moving, every bit as much as what a baseball is.
Very lively, all these pitches, too.
Yeah.
Wright's behind 0-2. Elliott's delivery goes up and away, just too far away.
So Leah Wright, the senior, trying to get this one in play here.
She'll see if she'll try to work back inside this time.
Yeah.
Sure enough, there it is, fouled up over us. Well, above our heads on the cage, I should say.
Next time we see Steve Franks, he came down, checked on us a couple times today, and we appreciate Steve for always being welcoming to Big Z Sports. And I'm gonna see if he can bring us like one of those tents, one of those pop-up things.
There you go.
Yeah, Rachel has one of those. Have you seen those?
I have.
They're nice.
Elliott's next delivery, too far inside, scooped out of the dirt by Weaver. On top of that, if
we get a little torpedo heater.
That, and if Mr. Franks is also listening, I wouldn't mind some cheesy potatoes from the concession stand as well.
Yeah, good point. Yes, I'm with you there. Couple hand warmers.
Yeah. Next delivery from Elliott, swung on, put into play, left field. Baker breaks for it and gets under it with no problem for out number 3. Braves still leading 3-0. We move on to the 4th inning. It will be Indian Valley at the plate after this.
Finding your perfect vehicle can be frustrating. The selection process, working out a deal, the pushy salespeople. Well, Sarshone Ford of Waynesburg takes away all of those frustrations by offering transparent pricing, a large new and pre-owned inventory, and salespeople that you'll consider a friend by the time your sale is complete. Sarshone Ford of Waynesburg is proud to have won the Ford President's Award 3 consecutive years based solely on that customer satisfaction. And you can see the difference at 300 West Lisbon Street in Waynesburg or at SarshoneofWaynesburg.com, where community and customers always come first.
When you're traveling to the game, there's a great way to see your directional map on a new radio from Cartoons in New Philly. Just plug in your phone, and all your maps and apps and Bluetooth devices are right on your radio. Cartoons carries a wide selection of Apple CarPlay and Android Auto radios from all of the name brands. From 7-inch screen radios to 10-inch screen radios, Cartoons has you covered. Stop in and see them on display and let Cartoons give you a demonstration. Cartoons, 517 West High Avenue in New Philly. Be there.
Welcome back to Tusky Valley High School. Chris Gale, Nick McWilliams here with you. And, of course, the great Claxon Communications crew of Fred Williams, Carson Zollers, and Logan McPeek. Again, coverage brought to you by the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. And, man, I'll tell you what a play by Celeste Rummel in the field to down at third base to stop that, momentum that Tusky Valley was trying to take back away, and now Indian Valley back at the plate with a 3-0 lead here as we start the 4th inning.
The old adage is practice makes perfect, but practice also makes muscle memory, which allows you to make a play just like that.
Bella Weaver will step to the plate. The sophomore catcher 0 for 1 with a strikeout in her first at-bat. Again, 3-0 Indian Valley, top of 4. Brennan Reichman with 3 strikeouts so far. The freshman in the circle for the Tusky Valley Trojans. Her first pitch to Bella Weaver is fouled behind the screen. And like we said, that kid is – we got to get him something, man.
He's
if I had an extra shirt, I'd go give him a shirt, but I'm not walking all the way back up to the car.
I've got an extra crutch I can give him. I only need one. Right?
Reichman's 0-1 to Bella Weaver. Little off speed, outside, maybe a little high. Evens the count at ones.
That last foul from Weaver, I mean, I know it was in on the hands, but didn't sound right. I thought she was going to be checking the bat there for a minute.
Well, you think she had a crack in it?
No, but it...
Strike 2 from Reichman.
No, but it just did not have a... My point is, I mean, that can happen when it's colder out, but it just... You heard it was kind of a weird...
It'd be more of a dent than a crack.
Oh, no, good crack.
Yeah.
They're all composite now.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, this isn't like your days, Kale. Everything was like steel alloy.
Steel alloy. Ball there from Reichman runs the count back to even, 2-2.
Back in your day, a 60-mile-an-hour pitch comes back at 120.
Just got a piece of it. Yes, I flinched. The count remains at 2. Again, Wade turns around and just smiles at me. She's been messing with me the whole game.
I promise you the chain link will hold. You don't have to keep flinching.
Maybe. Reichman fires the 2-2 pitch. Off speed, just getting a piece to stay alive was Weaver. The sophomore catcher did a nice job to try and get a piece, and now she's smiling and laughing at that one.
Well, that's the one you've committed to it, and you're like, well, I got to just hold it back long enough that I can find some
somehow, some way. The 2-2 from Brennan Reichman, the freshman, to the sophomore catcher, Bella Weaver. Right down Broadway, strike 3. 4th strikeout for Reichman. And the second strikeout of Weaver.
You go back to the end of the last inning, that's actually the second straight punch out for Reichman.
Yeah.
Getting a little momentum rolling.
Sadie Dryden, the right fielder, senior, comes in. She had a single back in the second inning. And she'll foul the first pitch out of play behind the Braves dugout.
I think that's about the exact same spot that Sadie's first foul ball went.
Yeah. Sadie will step in, the senior.
And I think one of those balls, I don't know if it hit the top of one of the posts or hit something over there, but they said it's got a nice chunk out of the leather.
And you would be able to see number 9, but she's got the hoodie on too.
Actually, I want to see one of these pitchers get a hold of that ball and see what kind of movement they can put on it.
Reichman fires, and another foul by Dryden.
You thought that screwball had some motion beforehand. Give him that ball and see where it ends up.
Yeah, no kidding. So the 0-2 count on Sadie Dryden with 1 down here in the top of the 4th. Brennan Reichman is ready. The 0-2 in the dirt. Ball number 1.
For Reichman's sake here, I mean, this is what she wants to do. I know she just threw a ball there, but it's just go to work quickly, throw strikes. You know, you're not going to chip into this lead while you're on the defensive side. So she just wants to go to work quickly, keep it right where it is in terms of the score.
The 1-2 is dribbled right in front of the plate. Reichman picks it up, fires to first, out number 2. Nice play there by Reichman to gather that one up and retire. Sadie Dryden.
That soft infield coming into play again as that ball just stopped almost immediately when it came out.
Avery Baker, bottom of the order. The left fielder is 0 for 1 with a strikeout in her first at bat. We'll face Reichman here. 2 down, top of 4. Reichman fires, strike number 1. So Reichman really has pitched a good game. Yes, she's been in trouble a little bit, right? But overall, she's going to win a lot of games for these Tusky Valley Lady Trojans over the next 4 years. Reichman's 0-1 is strike number 2. Caught the inside part of the plate on Avery Baker.
Well, and I go back to that play that was in the third inning where she got the comebacker to the mound and actually threw on to third to try to catch the runner in Musser too far off, which she might be blaming herself, but that's something that comes in time with more experience.
Strike 3, the 5th strikeout for Reichman, and that retires the side. 3-0 Indian Valley. with the lead. Tusky Valley coming to the plate in the top of the 5th after this on Big Z Sports.
Reduce your energy costs and get rebates up to $400? Thad here for TMK Valley Propane. The Ohio Propane Council offers Ohio residents rebates for installing new propane water heaters and furnaces. Heck, even licensed installers can receive incentives for installation. Visit OhioPropaneRebates.com. This public service announcement is brought to you by your friends at TMK Valley Propane.
All the way with TMK, service with a personal touch.
In the rolling hills of Holmes County, we tend to do things a bit differently. At Kime, we're in the business of uncommon experiences, and we're here to care for your project like we care for our own. We believe that quality matters and want to help you get it right the first time, because your project deserves it. So visit Kime Home Center, your source and destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. Kime, built on trust since 1911.
Welcome back to Tusky Valley High School. It is the bottom of the 4th for the record.
I'm proud of you.
For the record. I won't say why I thought it was the top of the 5th, but nonetheless, there may be somebody sitting to my right that may have had something to do with that, and you're to my left, so it wasn't you.
This is why you keep the book in front of you.
It
That
is.
helps it easier. But this is all hieroglyphics to Kale, I think.
It is.
I'm writing F7, P1, whatever, and he's like, no, I have no idea.
Kyra Garbrandt at the plate, the DP junior. She struck out in her first at-bat against Aubrey Elliott. Elliott's first pitch, high and outside for ball number 1.
Garbrandt, her first time up, she was a strikeout.
Garbrandt going to have to get something going here. Need a little meat out of this order. Some base runners here for the Tusky Valley Lady Trojans in the 4th. Elliott's 1-0 pitch to Garbrandt. Right down Broadway. A little bit off speed there, but picks up the strike right at the belt line.
Surprised there haven't been more hoodies seen out on the field. Actually,
Man,
over at
I'm
first.
about to go up and get my coat.
Gabby Mead lost hers over at first.
Yeah. Maybe she was hot. I'll take her coat. The 1-1. Just caught the inside portion of the plate. Good framework there out of Weaver again. She's been stout behind the plate, making sure she frames those pitches of Aubrey Elliott.
It is an art form.
Absolutely it is. The 1-2 pitch from Elliott to Garbrandt. Ooh, Garbrandt wanted it, thought about it.
Good hold.
You see her look up to the sky there, like, ooh.
There's a uniform sound when you have to hold that back. You know what it is. It's
yeah. So she was able to hold up and live to see another pitch here. 2-2 from Elliott. And strike 3. 4th strikeout for Aubrey Elliott as she sets down Kyra Garbrandt.
Went off speed on that pitch, but not only that, she stayed on the outer half of the plate, but what she did different, that last one, she tried to get her to chase, went so high, she raised the eyesight of the hitter in Garbrandt, so all of a sudden we're talking about a pitch that's about 8 inches lower. It's going to look a lot better.
Mesa Brown, the third baseman, 0 for 1. She flied to center her last time up. 1 down here in the bottom of the 4th. Aubrey Elliott working to Mesa Brown. Brown fires it down the third baseline and foul.
About 8 inches farther to the right would have been in play.
Yeah. I think that's the second sign as head coach Dusty Braun going to walk out and talk to Aubrey Elliott here.
Not sure what the
Yeah, I don't know.
would be.
Maybe he saw something out of Elliott there when she fired the ball. Maybe checking on her. See no other reason to.
Well, the other thing could be is if he's calling signs in from the dugout and he's seeing pitches that are different from what he has called, he might be just making sure that they're on the same page, because that is something that can happen. You know? A lot of these teams, I shouldn't say a lot, but some of these teams will change, numbering or change their signs. frequently, and there's the potential that could get crossed up, so I'm not really sure if maybe that had something to do with it.
Yeah, it could be. I didn't know if maybe the sophomore out there showed maybe she strained something or whatever. Yeah. So, nonetheless, we'll press on here. Elliott looks like she's ready to go.
He also probably didn't like that location because if Braun was able to square that up, it would have been going a long
And I think
ways.
that's the second time she's laced one down the third base line. As strike number 2 there, really good pitch, lot of spin off of that ball from Aubrey Elliott there to ring up strike number 2.
Well, you bring up the other thing, too, is how much success Elliott has been having when she brings in that off speed. Yeah. So, again, could be something else that the coach wanted to talk to her about.
So, Mesa Braun standing in. The 0-2 pitch from Elliott. Strike 3. 5th strikeout for the sophomore as she sends Braun packing back to the dugout. And now the other pitcher record going to come to the plate, needing a spark here from Tusky Valley.
I always will bring up, because whenever I see this, I always puts a smile on my face from the catching background, is whenever you are framing a pitch that's outside, rather than pulling your hand in, which makes it obvious to the umpire, snap your wrist inward. Because all of a sudden the ball goes to the location you want, and there was so much less movement to bring it there. But I think Elliott caught the outside corner true without having to have that help.
Reichman is 1 for 1 with a double back in inning number 2. I think she led off with a double in inning number 2.
She certainly did. First pitch she saw, in fact.
So the 0-1 pitch from Elliott, off speed and high to Reichman. So just a pair of young pitchers here out of both of these teams. Both good-looking pitchers that are going to win a lot of games for their respective clubs.
Different kind of approaches. Elliott does a little bit more of the location and the movement. Reichman a little bit more power.
The 1-1 from Elliott to her foe in the circle. Reichman just missed another double by about 3 feet down the left field line.
Some good
coaching there by
from Coach Pakonki there telling, that the off speed's coming, and I think, or could be coming, and I think that's what he's telling his batters is that they have been way out in front every time. So got to wait for that pitch.
So the 1-2 from Elliott, high. And like we talked about, Reichman a little more of a power pitcher, Elliott more of a finesse pitcher, and that's what head coach Pakonki said is, look, I don't think she's going to throw the ball right by you. You've got to locate it and hit it. You've got to wait on it, locate it, and hit it. The 2-2 pitch from Elliott. Reichman nubs it towards the first base line, picking it up, and retiring was Gabby Mead as she tagged out Reichman. That's going to do it for the 4th. Now we'll head to the top of the 5th after this on Big Z Sports.
Reduce your energy costs and get rebates up to $400? Thad here for TMK Valley Propane. The Ohio Propane Council offers Ohio residents rebates for installing new propane water heaters and furnaces. Heck, even licensed installers can receive incentives for installation. Visit OhioPropaneRebates.com. This public service announcement is brought to you by your friends at TMK Valley Propane.
All the way with TMK, service with a personal touch.
In the rolling hills of Holmes County, we tend to do things a bit differently. At Kime, we're in the business of uncommon experiences, and we're here to care for your project like we care for our own. We believe that quality matters and want to help you get it right the first time, because your project deserves it. So visit Kime Home Center, your source and destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. Kime, built on trust since 1911.
Welcome back to Tusky Valley High School.
Do you pay attention to
I do. I don't think he turned me up yet. Oh, he did. All right. Well, nonetheless, you just heard what I should have brought to the game. Nonetheless, Chris Kale, Nick McWilliams here with you.
I'll hire in another color, man, if you're interested.
The Indian Valley Braves lead 3-0. Top of the 5th inning. I told you Spank's back there. He'll come in and cover color for you if you want. I'll go sit in my car and get warm.
It is. It's cold enough, by the way, Chris. And also, we keep alluding to this, and if people listen to the radio, they know I've got an air cast on my foot. And you know how they have the air that you pump into it? I think it's cold enough that it's sucking the air out of it, and I keep pumping it up every 2 innings.
Well, Ariana Wade, the catcher for Tusky Valley, just told me, well, you should have wore pants. I said, I mean, I do shovel snow with shorts on.
Yeah, how many times have we
told you? But today it's just a little raw today.
How many times have we told you, wear pants?
Yeah, I know. We've lost 3 more degrees. It's down to 45 here at Tusky Valley High School. And back to the top of the order for Indian Valley and Musser, and she's going to get the little slap bunt single down the third base line. Musser now 3 for 3 on the afternoon.
3 for 3, also has a run scored. Doing a great job of getting her team rolling whenever she leads off the innings.
Yeah, Lainey Abil will come up now, the senior shortstop. She reached on an error and a bunt single and scored for her day. And a hot shot down the first base line into right field, and all the way over to third is Musser. She will be in there at third, and definitely Binsley grabbing at that glove hand.
Yeah, the cold makes it so much worse whenever you got one. But that was a laser beam from Abul. That was going to be a hard play to make for her, and I think it hit off the top. Actually, she's looking at her bare hand. I didn't think it hit her bare hand.
Yeah, I didn't either. I thought I did too.
But regardless, I mean, with the cold, that's going to be hard to, work out. Coach Pakonki just going to give her a little bit of time there to work things out. And actually, they're having a good laugh back and forth, I think. So I think she'll be all right, stay in there. But just, again, it was almost a similar play that you saw Celeste Rummel over there at third make for the Braves. It's just reactionary, and you could just miss it by a millimeter. That's kind of what happened, is it skipped off of the glove there, the Trojans' first baseman. She gives a thumbs up, though. Yep. She's all right.
She's good. And just a great piece of hitting by Abil, is she's 2 for 2 with a double now to right field and the bunt single. Scored a run, looking to score another. 3-0, 2 runners on. Musser at third, Abil at second, Gabby Mead at the plate.
Oh,
and
boy.
She hammered one to left center. Goodbye. Home run, Gabby Mead. Mead gets her first home run of the season. It's a 3-run jack, and it's 6-0 Lady Braves in the top of the 5th. Gabby Mead, that was a no-doubter halfway up the hill.
I think it took about a half a second.
Wow.
Not even that, after it jumped off the bat, that I gave you the because we saw it going. I mean, that was a laser beam, as it looks like we might be having a pitching meeting, at least, with Reichman. I don't think they're going to pull her.
Musser now 3 for 3 with a two singles and 2 runs scored.
I can tell you what this conversation on the mound is. That was not the pitch we wanted.
Yeah, wrong spot. Wrong spot.
I was just about to say, too, with Mead, with having the 2 runners on, we know how much power she brings at the plate, and I was wondering, with it kind of the cold, dead air, it's harder sometimes to get the ball, it's not like high humidity, so it helps out and let the ball travel maybe a little bit more. But you notice all the wind behind us had stopped when she uncorked that one.
Yeah, she ripped that one to left center. Almost hit those people up there on the beach blanket on the halfway up the hill. And that was a no-doubter. Now heading to the plate is Brooklyn Sanders, the cleanup hitter, 0 for 2. She popped out to the pitcher and popped out to shortstop. Her last 2 times to the plate, so 0 for 2, trying to get her first hit of the afternoon. Brooklyn Sanders, the senior DP, 6-0 Indian Valley, top of the 5th, no outs. The 0-1 from Reichman outside. Again, Reichman just a couple of pitches away from a gem here this afternoon, and I think it was much of the same way. With the sack fly that she gave up to lost the game on Monday. Yeah. But my goodness, she's pitched a really nice game here. Just, Braves have done a good job at the plate hitting the ball.
Well, you look at the 6 runs on the board, and realistically, you can attribute those 6 runs to 2 missed spots, and that's it. Braves have just taken advantage.
So Sanders, the 2-1 pitch from Reichman. is belted to the shortstop. She picks it up, fires to first. Good play by Leah Wright to retire Brooklyn Sanders.
Good way to set the feet, deliver it on to first, had plenty of time to make that play. There's absolutely no reason to rush that throw, and she did a wonderful job, as it'll be Baker up to the plate.
Yeah, Ashley Baker, the second baseman. She is 1 for 2 with a double, 2 RBIs, and a run scored. She had the big 2-run double that kind of opened this game up. She'll foul that one back to the screen, and no, I didn't flinch.
It was 8 feet over your head. I hope you wouldn't flinch.
8 feet? Come on now. If I was Manute Bowl, I could have caught that.
Well, something tells me you're not 7'8", so
right.
or 6 or
Or
7,
Bowl
whatever
Bowl.
it was. Yeah.
Reichman's 0-1. Off speed, right down Broadway for strike number 2. So Baker kind of definitely locked her up there with the off-speed pitch, did Reichman. The 0-2 from Reichman, looking for strikeout number 6 on the afternoon. And got it. K number 6 for Brennan Reichman as she retires Ashley Baker. Celeste Rummel will come to the plate, and I think she's still envisioning that ball that came down to third base and about took her head off. First pitch from Reichman outside to Rummel, and again, when you think about it, that was a huge play in this ball game.
It was. I mean,
huge play in this ball game.
It sapped some momentum out from Tusky Valley. So clearly, that's one of the big things what Indian Valley's been able to do is they have prevented any opportunities that Tusky Valley has to, potentially steal some of this momentum. Rummel behind that high heater.
1-1 even count for Reichman on Rummel here. 2 down, top of the 5th inning. Trojans trying to get back to the plate. Strike 2. Good cut there by Rummel, but a better pitch by Reichman. She got her low and inside.
Well,
really good location there.
Well, the last 2 were down the outside part of the plate, and then you get your hands busted in, and you're already a little bit behind on the ones farther out on the plate, so that's really hard to catch up to.
The 1-2 from Brennan Reichman, trying to get out of the inning, and does. 7th strikeout for Brennan Reichman as she retires Celeste Rummel. That's going to do it for the top of the 5th. When we come back, Tusky Valley at the plate here in the 5th inning. They trail 6-0.
Hi, this is Jan McInturf. The past 30 years, the residents in and around the Tuscarawas County have made the call to the realtors and staff of McInturf Realty for buying and selling of residential and commercial properties. We truly live in a great community, and in all of those communities, there is nothing better than high school sports. For myself and all the agents and staff at McInturf Realty, we would like to wish all the area athletes good luck this season. And make the call to McInturf Realty, 330-364-SOLD, or find us online at McInturfRealty.net.
Do you hunt, fish, sew, or have a hobby that you would like to share with someone? Hi, this is Noah Sugg with Brig Brothers Big Sisters, and we are faced with our biggest commitment in matching 56 littles with bigs. We will match a little with you that shares the same interests and enjoys the same things, so you can do what you enjoy and change the life of a little at the same time. To learn more, we ask you call 339-6916 or visit bigs4kids.com/volunteer. Thank you.
Nelly playing here at Tusky Valley High School. Like a little batter up, huh?
Am I going to quiz you what half of the 5th we're in?
It's the bottom.
Okay, good.
And Ariana Wade going to come to the plate. She is 0 for 1, popped out to the second baseman. Did the junior catcher. She'll lead things off here in the bottom of the 5th for the Tusky Valley Trojans. Listen, I was still in basketball mode, okay? We get this first game out of the road. Then I can put away basketball, put away football. I'll be baseball and softball ready.
Sure you will be.
I will. I'll be good to go. First pitch from Aubrey Elliott, who's pitched a gem here this afternoon and ripped into center field. Good hit for Ariana Wade as she leads things off with a single. Just what the doctor ordered if you're head coach Tony Pekonke.
Well, it's the second time through the order now for this bottom half of the lineup for Tusky Valley, and they maybe on those first at-bats, they actually had quite a few pitches they saw from Elliott. So, they're probably talking to the girls in the dugout saying, hey, be aggressive. We're down by 6. We need to make something happen. Go ahead, be aggressive.
Yeah, they've seen quite a few pitches out of her now. So Elliott's first pitch is hammered by Emma Renneker into center field, and it was muffed out there by the center fielder, Musser. And stopping at second base was Wade. So Emma Renneker with a deep single.
That is as far as you can hit a single with it still being a single. And actually, I think more of the concern for the Braves there was when Musser couldn't quite corral it. It was up over her shoulder. I think they were worried maybe knocking it out over the fence. And it looks like Coach Pakonki wants a courtesy runner coming in now for Wade.
Yeah, going to get a courtesy runner in for Wade at second base.
Looks like it's going to be Morgan Wright, the freshman.
Yeah, Morgan Wright, the freshman, going to come in and get a little base running duties. Nice leadoff single there for Ariana Wade, the catcher. Now they'll allow her to go back in the dugout, put her gear on. And
what I'd like to point out here is that is 2 pitches, 2 hits. So here's that momentum again for the Trojans. The Braves have been doing such a great job of preventing that.
See if Sabrina Jamison can keep it going. The left fielder, she's 0 for 1. Grounded out to second base in her only time at the plate. She's batting out of the 8 hole with 2 on. Nobody out. Bottom of the 5th. And ball number 1 from Aubrey Elliott.
Who ordered the wind to come back?
Yeah, I mean, if it wasn't windy, it wouldn't be bad. And that's the thing right now. Is that wind is brutal.
Can you tell we're from the Midwest? Because that's what our thought process is.
Yeah, I thought down here in this little gully we'd be all right, and we're not. The 1-0 is out of the screen, and yes, I blinched.
It's never going to get old.
Oh, jeez. The 1-1 from Aubrey Elliott to Sabrina Jamison.
You didn't flinch, you jumped out of your skin.
Nice pitch. Good location, inside portion of the plate. She caught that one and brings the count to 1-2 in her favor, does Elliott.
You thankful it's not like old-timey fields where they didn't have fencing up around them.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I wouldn't be sitting here. The 1-2 from Elliott to Jamison. Nice pitch. Strike 3, and that is the 6th strikeout for Aubrey Elliott. Kind of stalls a little momentum. Ellie Wallach going to step to the plate. She singled and was doubled off in that beautiful play by Celeste Rummel at third base. Her only time at the plate. Definitely needing something out of the freshman here.
Coach Braun from the dugout pointing right at Rummel saying, hey, be ready.
Yeah. You last time, I'm sure she remembers. So Elliott in the circle will toe the rubber. She has the sign, and she's ready. She'll rock and fire and hit Wallach. Wallach will take a trip down to first base. That's going to load them up for Tusky Valley. First hit batter of the afternoon. I don't even think we had a walk, have we? I think that was the first walk issued by both pitchers.
It certainly was by my count. And the HBPs in this game, whenever it's like this, just hurt a little bit more.
First one.
Bases juice now, top of the lineup for Sexton.
Go ahead.
No, last time she's the one who hit that hot shot to the – we had that backwards. She's the one who hit that hot shot to Rummel over there at third.
Yeah, she hit the hot shot, and Wallach was on first.
Yes, I said that backwards.
Yeah. No, you're good. So bases loaded, 1 out. Ball high from Elliott to Mia Sexton, who is 1 for 2. She singled in the first inning to lead things off. And then, like you said, hit that sharp liner to Rummel that doubled off Wallach.
Can't see back here behind the Indian Valley dugout, but there is some action out of their bullpen. I would almost have to imagine if it's going to be anybody to come in, it'd be obviously the pitcher from last night, or for the first game in Shelby Gossett, I would imagine.
Could be. We will have to see. As calling time at the plate was Sexton. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 out Bottom of the 5th inning, 6-0 Indian Valley in front. The bases chocked full of Trojans for Mia Sexton, the leadoff batter. And a snap throw down by Weaver. Almost getting Wallach down there at first.
Well, that's always a little bit dangerous to do when you're throwing back down the first base side because you've got those runners both in scoring position. I mean, if that's a pass ball, that could be easily 2 runs if the runners are paying attention, but no problem for Meade over there at first. It was a good throw from Weaver.
The 1-1 from Elliott to Sexton is hammered into left field. Is that going to go? It is gone! Grand slam! We had to wait on it. We got a ball game, folks. Mia Sexton with the granny shot over the left center field wall. That'll spark some momentum in the Tusky Valley Trojans, and it's quickly 6-4. I almost didn't think that one was going to carry. That's why we waited on the call.
Well, you saw it was a great at-bat from Sexton. Again, this was her 3rd time through the lineup then, and she just kind of patiently waited there, almost kind of waiting for that pitch. She knew she was going to get the inside to the middle of the plate action that was coming by way of Elliott on the mound and wasted no time. When she finally got that pitch she was waiting for, she uncorked it. We've got a meeting on the mound here.
So Wade, Renneker, Wallach, and Sexton all scored. 2 for 3 with a grand slam and 4 RBI for the leadoff batter, Mia Sexton, the sophomore for Tusky Valley with 1 out. And that absolutely puts the Lady Trojans right back in this one with only 1 out and still some room to work.
I thought that was a heat-seeking missile for the Claxon Communications camera there for a minute. It was going there.
Yeah, it was over there. Those kids are playing on the playing in the outfield out there, and I just didn't know if it was going to carry, kind of watching the language of Musser, and she kept going back, and sure enough, it went over the fence.
She's playing deep enough that when she turned her shoulder and did a full sprint backwards, I knew it was going. What a shot.
And getting the bunt down is Leah Wright. And just in time, good play by Aubrey Elliott. Just got her in a good stretch by the first baseman, Gabby Meade.
That was a bang play, as close as it gets. Maybe got her by a quarter step. Good out number 2, though. Good recovery by Elliott to maintain her composure, not get too rattled after giving up the grand slam, to set, fire, and just get the runner.
And Wright 0 for 3 on the afternoon now. Is Kyra Garbrandt going to come to the plate, the DP junior? She struck out twice at the hands of Aubrey Elliott.
Remember when I said in pregame we had the wind coming in from behind us and see what it was going to do?
Yeah, it's not no more.
Well, no, see what it was going to do to the ball.
Well, yeah, but the wind's kind of shifting a little bit.
Not kind of blowing towards the right.
Yeah.
Speaking of the right, that's where that foul ball's going.
Yep. Yeah, wind is still blowing from behind home plate, but now starting to almost blow down from almost the third baseline towards right field. Starting to get it on this side. Not so much here, but here.
So the left leg, not the right leg for you. You're the only man I know who would wear shorts at the end of March. Well, you and Shannon Thomas.
Yeah, absolutely. Shannon would be out here in shorts. You know that. My road dog all night long. And a fly ball down to right field coming on. And did she get the grab? She did. Wow. Nice catch down there by Sadie Dryden. Sadie was lugging in there and made the catch. And Kyra Garbrandt is retired. That's going to do it for the 5th inning. Now you can change it, sir. 6-4, Indian Valley will move to the 6th after this on Big Z Sports.
If you're planning a major concrete project, you need the help of Stocker Concrete Company. From precast concrete products to ready-mix concrete, sand, gravel, limestone, and concrete block, the professionals at Stocker Concrete can help you get started and keep you on the path to completion using the best materials you can find. Stocker Concrete is the concrete material provider you can count on. See them at 7574 Route 36, Janaden Hutton, or call 740-254-4626.
Dumont Sporting Goods in Dover and Canton has just what you're looking for, so your athlete has the best gear for the sports they play. Dumont's has a large apparel selection and can handle your customized screen printing as well as embroidery for your team or business. For sporting goods and for all your apparel needs, Dumont Sporting Goods in Dover and Canton has everything you want to play and look your best.
I think we're going to have to start calling this the Sniffles broadcast.
Yeah, that's all we're doing. We apologize for that, but my goodness, dude. I mean, ain't much you can do.
It is the top of the 6th inning. Indian Valley up at the plate. Nice inning there from Tusky Valley offensively, thanks to the grand slam from Mia Sexton as she launches it over the left center wall to bring them back within 2. Indian Valley looking to keep their offense rolling after putting up those 3 runs in the last inning. It will be at the plate. Or coming up to the plate, I should say, 7-8-9. Bella Weaver, the catcher, stands in. So far in this game, she has struck out twice.
And, Brennan Reichman just doing a nice job. She's got 7 strikeouts on the mound. Did get into trouble a couple of innings, but overall the freshman pitcher's done a really good job, on the mound for Tusky Valley here this afternoon or this evening or whatever you want to call it. I don't know. My brain's froze.
It's the evening now. Reichman's first delivery. It's a little bit low. Weaver offers, though. It's 0-1. Something else about that play for Dryden. That's a big play out and right to kind of stop that momentum from the Trojans. But I always had years and years ago when I was a little kid, I had a coach who always said if you dove and you put your face into the ground like that, ask if they were saying hello to the earthworms.
Hello to the earthworms.
Weaver sees the next one outside.
You can ask Sadie if she was saying hello to the earthworms.
Well,
the earthworms ain't up there.
It's
they're
a little
frozen.
too cold.
Yeah, they're not up yet. They're about 3 more feet down. Goodness. I mean, I think it could snow right now. For real.
Dude, it's
for
not
real.
that bad.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
The 1-1 from Reichman, too low. Probably inside by a good margin as well. Weaver's ahead in the count, 2-1.
It's 44. It could snow.
I'll give it through the freezing.
That means it's 32 in the atmosphere. See? Fred agrees with me.
Yeah, I guess how many hundred of feet in the air? It's 44. Anyway, there's softball going on as Weaver offers and swings and misses. It's 2-2. People tuning in just now were going, what in the world?
It was, we were being Dick Goddard over here. Mark Johnson and Dick Goddard. 2 different TV stations.
2-2 from Reichman. That's a good bat on that one. Past the diving left fielder. It's going to be extra bases for Weaver. She'll round and hit 2. She'll round and look 3. Coach Braun sending her. She'll slide in and just under the tag as Weaver has a triple.
Bella Weaver, 0 for 2, no more.
Good leadoff triple from Weaver, who never broke stride, and I don't think Coach Braun was having her slow down at all. Again, the aggressive base running from the Braves as always.
See if Sadie Dryden can pick up the RBI here and push the lead back up to 3 for Indian Valley. Tusky Valley trying to dig down here.
Dryden, little blooper up the middle, and it's an RBI. She could not have placed the ball out there any better. An RBI single for Dryden pushes the Indian Valley lead to 3.
Sadie Dryden 2 for 3 on the afternoon. A pair of singles and an RBI.
Both of her singles, Chris, have been seeing eye singles. They have just dropped right where they needed to.
Listen, you don't need much power if you're going to place the ball like Sadie has done here this afternoon and picking up an RBI there at that at-bat. She stands down at first base, puts her Lady Braves up 7-4 here with no outs.
Avery Baker up at the plate at the bottom of the lineup for Indian Valley. She will watch strike 1. She's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
I was waiting on the ha. I didn't get it, though.
Reichman's next delivery. Baker's going to lay down a beautiful bunt. She's hustling down to first. Reichman turns, throws, past the second baseman covering. Right fielder picks it up. Coach Braun sending Dryden home, but now he'll hold her up, and she'll go back, and we'll have runners at second and third. After a throwing error there from the second baseman covering in Sexton, Reichman just sailed it wide.
Yeah, Reichman just tried to get it to her as quick as possible. It was going to be a really close play down there. And, Baker ended up legging that one out. I think we give her credit for the bunt single there in advancing to second on the error, no?
Depends on how you want to score it. I'll let you do however you want to.
I mean, I say we give her the bunt single there.
Well, I'll just cross out what I had in my book then.
I say we give her the bunt single and, advance to second on the throwing error from Reichman.
So it's back to the top of the order now for the Braves. It will be Musser coming up to the plate. Still nobody out in the sixth inning.
I believe that's the third error on Tusky Valley here this afternoon, if I remember right.
I have them down as 2, if that would be... Can't remember. There was another one that was close. I think awarded a hit, but
it might have been. Yep, 2 or 3.
We do have a pitching change going out there for Tusky Valley. That was what the mound meeting was. Reichman looks like she will move over to first base now, and now coming in will be Ashley Binsley over from first base.
Yep.
Very simple substitution move there. Your first baseman coming in for your pitcher going over to first.
Yep, Binsley the junior.
I know you appreciate that. We don't have to rewrite 7 different things.
Oh, right. Well, and Reichman will finish with 7 strikeouts on the afternoon, and she is responsible for the 2 ladies left on base. Currently here in the 6th inning, 7-4.
Well, credit where credit is due for Reichman in the start. I mean, it was just a couple mistakes that ended up costing her in terms of the runs given up. I mean, her team's still very much into this game. They just need some good relief effort here from Binsley, and there is no doubt they are right here in this matchup.
Yeah, nothing to hang her head about. Reichman's pitched 2 good games to start her softball career as a freshman. Now the slap hitter Musser going to come back up here for the Lady Braves to start things off. Back to the top of the order.
She sees strike 1. Next delivery on the way. Going to be too high. Ball 1.
Your foot's got to be cold. That's the only thing that's cold on me is my feet.
Well,
for real.
Look what I thought I had.
Yeah.
Wool socks.
Yeah. The biggins. Are those?
1-1 count is going to be slapped into play by Musser. Throw on to first is in time, but it's a great sacrifice as scoring from third is Dryden. That doubles up now Indian Valley's lead over Tusky Valley. It's 8-4. That's just a beautiful piece of hitting, Chris.
Oh, yeah.
Put the ball behind the runner and get yourself a sacrifice. Yes, you log the out, but you want runs this late.
Yeah, absolutely. She's got the RBI, and it's 8-4. Binsley just missed right there. Are those socks Warren G gave us several years ago?
No, they are not.
You remember those?
I do not. I don't think I was around for
Yeah,
those.
Warren G gave us some crazy, Mongolian socks or something.
Like alpaca wool.
Yeah, I don't know what the heck they were, but I'm telling you, they are the warmest socks you've ever had in your life. Your feet will sweat. That's the problem, though.
I don't need any help with that. Abula ahead 2-0 in the count.
All righty then. Thanks for that information.
Well, you're talking about socks, man. I don't know what. Next delivery from Binsley is going to be fouled off to the left side. It's 2-1 count. For Musser, with that sacrifice, she, depending on if she gets to come up again in the lineup, she would round out her day 3 for 3 with 2 runs scored, a stolen base, and that RBI. Very nice outing for the leadoff hitter.
Definitely a good outing for her. One of those candidates for our McIntyre
There's a gap shot, as that's going to fall for Abule, scoring easily. Baker. Abule's going to hustle into second and slide in safely. It's a 9-4 ball game, and Indian Valley's feeling it on offense.
I believe Abule is 3 for 3 now with 2 doubles.
She is.
She reached on an error in the first, a bunt single.
3 for 4 then. Stolen base and that 2 runs scored. Standing up will be Meade. In the dirt. And you might have
what she did the last time she was at the plate.
I do. And you might have heard Coach Braun there from the third base coach's box saying no to Abule as that one. Yeah. She got a little bit extra of a break.
You don't need to run here.
Next delivery. Too far outside from Binsley. She wanted that one.
Yeah, she did. 9-4. Indian Valley in front. Top of the 6th.
You know what's crazy, Chris? My left foot is less cold than my right foot. Figure that one out.
You got the wool sock on your boot too?
I do.
Oh, okay.
Next pitch was outside for Meade, but I think probably what it is something to do with the compression on my left foot.
Oh, it could be.
Restricts blood flow, keeps it in there, and keeps it warmer.
I was going to say, since you told me your feet are sweaty, do you like long walks on the beach too?
Oh, Lord. 3-0. Meade is going to walk, and Abel's going to advance on a passed ball. So 2 runners on for the Braves. Still only 1 gone. And it looks like Meade is going to go into the dugout. As a courtesy runner comes on, it will be number 5 for the Braves in Haley Kearns, the senior. We saw her last year do this role quite a bit.
Yep. A lot of speed down there at first base by the senior. Definitely want to bring her in for the wheels. Get her some early season base running action. Expect her to be standing on second base here shortly.
And there's the pitch. There goes Kearns.
and there's
an overthrow from Binsley as she tries to go to third with Abel going way far out, and Kearns is going to hustle all the way from second in to score. Good base running again for Indian Valley.
Yep, absolutely. As Kearns was off and running on the first pitch, gets down to second base, and then Binsley just airmailed Braun over at third base, and the throwing error cost them 2 runs. 11-4 now, Braves in front, top of the 6th, only 1 down. So now we start moving into Braves thinking they get a few more runs here. We can run rule this thing and not have to play the 7th.
I'm sure they wouldn't be disappointed in that just because they're thinking, get me into the...
It's nothing against Tusky Valley, but as cold as I am right now, I'd be all right with it.
Well, I can promise you the Trojans going to have just the same amount of fight as they've had. Indian Valley's just kind of caught fire here recently. Brooklyn Sanders stands in. She'll watch the first pitch go outside. Indian Valley, early on in this game, up 3-0 off that 2 RBI double for Ashley Baker, then scoring on the throwing error. They kind of just hung there for a couple innings as Sanders...
Oh, there was a couple people that flinched down there, just for the record.
Sanders fouls it hard off of the dugout for Tusky Valley, and Coach Conkle getting a good laugh, and I think the umpire's actually going to ask somebody standing over there at the edge of the dugout to take a step back in towards it, maybe.
And that's probably a good idea.
Yeah, just in case, because Sanders hit that.
Why don't we go ahead and move behind that big metal pole right there?
But to the point I was making, Baker kind of got them rolling with those 3 runs. These last 2 innings for Indian Valley, it has been an offensive onslaught, as so far they have scored. Well, that can't be right. I was going to say 9 runs.
I was going to say, what's
swung on and missed for Sanders.
So maybe it'd be 8.
No, it would be, hold on. It would be 7 runs. Boy, great math there. Don't ask, man. Don't ask.
It's cold. Your brain's froze.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Next delivery, Sanders uncorks it. Left side, going back. Jameson with a nice catch, as that will be out number 2. I thought it was over her head, but she tracked it all the way.
Nice catch as Sanders 0 for 4 on the afternoon is the cleanup hitter. Ashley Baker to the plate, the senior. She is 1 for 3. Had a double and an RBI, scored a run, did strike out, and grounded back to the pitcher. She'll take strike number 1.
Baker, as we already said, with that 2 RBI double, had a strikeout and a ground out outside of that. Next one in the dirt. Good block by Wade behind the plate.
1-1 here. 2 down. Top of the 6th. 11-4. Indian Valley.
Next delivery from Binsley is going to be dribbled towards the third baseman, handled easily by Braun, delivered across the diamond, close play at first, and she will just get Baker in time.
Good hustle by Ashley Baker there.
Indian Valley with a big 6th inning, as we will move things right along to the bottom of the 6th. Trojans behind by 7, going to try to make a dent when we come back after this.
Hey homeowners, are you ready to give your home a spring makeover? The Wayne Door Annual Spring Sale is happening April 1st through the 6th. Get ready to save big on garage doors, entry doors, windows, and more. It's the perfect time to enhance your curb appeal and security without breaking the bank. Visit our Dover and Cambridge showrooms to work with our team of experts. Let's make that spring dream a reality. And don't forget, for every $500 spent, enter for a chance to win one of 3 amazing prizes. Visit WayneDoor.com for more details, and we'll see you April 1st through the 6th for the Wayne Door Annual Spring Sale.
Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They are the place to call for residential, commercial, and industrial work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net.
Indian Valley leads 11-4 here from Zorville. IVC softball on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. Still on the mound will be Elliott for Indian Valley as she has a comfortable lead. Gave up more than a few runs, though, this last inning, Chris, so we'll see if she's on a short leash maybe.
You think we can get Kleenex as a sponsor? Because I
There
got
you
the runs.
Also, maybe you need the hot hands as
Not
well.
those runs.
Oh, my goodness. Elliott toes the rubber. It is Mesa Brown, the third baseman, standing in. She's flown out and struck out. Watches ball number 1 well away. Now it's almost like the wind is coming in from left field.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a little shifty here in the valley. That is Tusky, also known as Zorville.
Next delivery from Elliott. Lost the handle again. It's outside 2-0.
I know why it's so cold here. You've got the air coming off the river.
Yes.
Hey, if it's cold coming off the lake, it's cold coming off the river too, ain't it?
We got to start talking to you about how it's a geographical oddity.
It's a weather phenomenon.
There's going to be a line shot up the middle, going to fall in front of Musser in center field. It's a leadoff single for Brown.
Mesa Brown, 1 for 3 on the afternoon now.
Brennan Reichman, the pitcher turned first baseman. She'll stand in. She has a double and a ground out.
She's got a little Jay-Z for her walk-up music. Nothing wrong with that. That's a little before your time.
I know.
It's a little before his time. It is what it is.
Still looking for another color man. I think that's what I'm realizing here. Elliott ready again. She'll deliver. Reichman jumps on the first one she sees. Rummel sees it squirrel foul.
And listen, I'm impressed with Reichman that she has, Jay-Z is her walk-up song. That was way before her time if it was before your time. So I'm impressed with the diversity in music from Brennan Reichman.
You do know people, Jay-Z still makes music, right?
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Oh, okay.
That song's an oldie. That's like early 2000s, dude.
Reichman to Rummel, off of her glove, past the diving Obule at short, and 2 runners are going to be on with the second hit of the game for the freshman.
2 for 3 now with the single for Reichman, and now Ariana Wade going to come to the plate. She's 1 for 2, singled and a run scored.
Looked like pinball out there.
Yeah, that was a hard shot up to third baseline, and Rummel just couldn't get control of it and almost tipped it to Obule, who ended up tipping it to Baker, and they sorted it out and got it in. But nonetheless, 2 ducks on the pond for Tusky Valley, 11-4, trying to rally here in the 6th.
And this is exactly what you want to do to try to chip away at that 7-run lead. There is no 7-run situation for 1 at bat, so you got to just keep chipping away. Wade, hard grounder. Rummel goes to the lead runner at third and just gets 1. Heads up play by the senior's third baseman.
Celeste Rummel's been solid down there at third base. Like, we talked about, if you want to see one of the hardest hit balls at a third baseman, just go back and rewind this game after it's finished, and you'll see she made a fantastic play on a scorcher and ended up getting the double play.
Emma Reniker, the right fielder in. She struck out, had a single, came around to score last inning. Delivery from Elliott. Outside corner with the off speed, and it just catches the front part of the zone.
Jamison on deck for Tusky Valley here with one down. And in the hole, Ellie Wallach at the bottom of the order.
Reneker up 0-1. Elliott delivers. High pop-up center field. Mouser going back, makes the catch, and no tag from Reichman. Probably the right call.
Musser doing a good job out there of collecting that, getting under it. The wind carried that one just a little bit. She ended up getting it back into her shortstop quickly. Good job out there by the center fielder. She's had a really nice ball game here this afternoon.
Sabrina Jamison, the left fielder. Ground out, strikeout for her. Made a couple nice plays out and left.
4 outs to work with for Tusky Valley.
Delivery from Elliott. Too far inside. Jamison tucks the legs out of the way. Yeah, your dugouts will always joke with you there, Chris, and say, hey, just wear it next time. Well,
yeah.
You're like, are you going to do that when you're up now?
Are you going to do that when it's 44 degrees and it's snowing?
It's not snowing.
It could.
Elliott's ready. She'll work up in the zone, too high.
Do you know how water vapor and air density and all that stuff works?
Look, we just talked about geographical oddities. Now we don't have to
I'm talking about weather phenomenons.
Yeah, weather patterns. Yeah.
It's a phenomenon.
This is what you tune into Big Z Sports for. Elliott's ready for the 2-0.
We're entertainers. We're entertaining.
Nothing entertaining about what we're saying. It's entertaining what the athletes are doing out there on the field. It's 3-0, though, now for Elliott to Jamison, who would not be opposed to a 2-out walk here. Load the bases up for Ellie Wallach.
Jamison looking for her first hit of the afternoon. 2
Elliott.
runners on. Sorry, go ahead.
You're good. Gets the hold, throws on the inside corner, and will catch it, strike one. That has been her money pitch, that inside pitch, as well as that off-speed breaking ball, whatever you want to call it, that goes and tails off the outside part of the zone. That has been money for her all game.
I think that's the screw that ends up on the outside part of the plate to these right-handed batters, and she turns one over on the inside part of the plate, and it's a beauty.
Elliott delivers. Long foul ball down to the right.
Nice cut there by Jamison.
It is a full count, so we got a payoff pitch upcoming. Bottom of the 6th inning, Braves lead 11-4. Trojans trying to mount the comeback. Second game of the year, second game between these two teams. It was Indian Valley who won in close fashion the first time, putting up a little bit more of an offensive barrage in this game.
Reichman at second, Wade down at first.
Elliott delivers. Inside corner, strike 3 called. And sitting down will be Jamison to end the 6th, for the Trojans. It will be the Braves at the plate as we come back after this.
Cush Financial Group has been proudly serving the financial needs of local community members for over 35 years. The team at Cush Financial follows an industry-leading service model with the unique approach and fiduciary responsibilities associated with their board-certified financial planner. With over 75 years of combined experience, the advisors at Cush Financial Group are here to help you achieve your financial goals. Contact the office at 330-308-8700 or visit cushfinancial.com to schedule your free consultation today. Securities and investment advisory services offered through Independent Capital Company Incorporated, member FINRA, SIPC.
Find your path to success at Buckeye Career Center. Buckeye students earned over 3,000 industry-recognized credentials this past school year, and over 130 students participated in our School to Work program or an internship at a local business. Let us help you get a jump start on your future in a career of landscaping and turf management, pharmacy technician, HVACR, CAD development and design, or any of our over 30 programs. Enroll today for next school year by visiting BuckeyeCareerCenter.org.
Today's presentation, a high school softball out of the IVC, is brought to you by the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency, as it looks like the Indian Valley Braves are going to go to their bench with a pinch hitter here. Looks like the junior in Shelby Gossett is going to be stepping up to the plate. She is hitting in the spot for Celeste Rummel, who was batting 6th at third base. So it will be back on the mound again in Binsley. Gossett getting ready. Looking over here to the right side. Looks like we're going to have some other pinch hitters, as I do believe, coming up here in just a little bit. Oh. Pardon me, might have that number wrong. As, pardon me, at the plate right now is Heavenly Pal. Chris wrote down the wrong number.
No, I think you're right.
No, I was not.
Oh, it is. It is Heavenly Pal. Yeah. Sorry. My bad.
Thanks, Chris. Remember, if you get something wrong the first time, just blame somebody else. That's how it works, right?
Yeah, it's all right. Heavenly is a junior. It's all right.
No,
listen, it's the first game of the year.
I'm just laughing because it's your first game of the year.
My brain's frozen, dude.
Certainly is.
I'm over it. It's been a fun first game. I'm ready to go home.
Eventful.
As Heavenly's doing jumping jacks at the plate.
So Sarah Myers is the junior who will be standing on deck as she's
doing some calisthenics. We got that number right.
Yes.
Sarah's down there doing jumping jacks as well, yeah. Catcher Ariana Wade is frozen solid, I think.
Do you know what happened here, by the way, on your sheet that you wrote down?
No, I don't.
If you reference back to the other sheet, he had the number of players that he had, and then the numbers over to the right side of it.
I must have messed it up. Yeah. Nonetheless, listen, it wouldn't be a Big Z Sports broadcast unless Chris Kale screwed up. So
pop up. Infield, coming in, Reichman makes the quick out number 1. I said right field, right side would have been more accurate. So Powell sat down on 1 pitch.
So still in the circle is Binsley for the Tusky Valley Trojans, working her second inning.
Sarah Myers comes in. And we'll watch ball 1 low.
The junior getting some action here, getting an at-bat early in the season.
Well, it's always good. It's a luxury you're going to need later on down the road. So
Absolutely.
For Coach Braun, smart thinking with his team having a pretty good lead here. Next delivery, grounder through the hole over on the left side through the 5 and 6 hole. And it is going to be a single for Myers, who comes in with a pinch hit knock.
And look, that's exactly what Coach Dusty Braun wanted. You see somebody come in and get a nice knock there.
So next batter coming in.
Michaela Renard.
No, I believe Alexa Schuler.
Oh, it's Schuler. Sorry.
Chris is the only person I know who hears, there's a pass ball. Myers going to advance as the throw down to first is not going to be completed. So the pass ball, Myers will advance. No, what I was going to say was Chris is the only guy I know who hears, come on, Lex, from the dugout and goes, Michaela?
Well, I didn't. Never mind. I'm moving on. All right, Alexa Schuler, the junior, at the plate. She's down 0-1. Now down 0-2.
Now, here's the funny part. I'm so confident because I thought I heard that from the dugout, and I could
It's probably wrong. Problem is, she's wearing a sweatshirt.
You remember last year they had them, I think they had the names on the back of them, which helped out.
Yeah, that would help out a ton.
Swung on and missed. A punch out there for Binsley.
First one.
2 outs.
First punch out for Binsley.
And it will be Avery Baker at the plate. We know we've got that one right.
Yeah, I think she's played a little bit today. 1 for 2 with a bunt single.
1 for 3 with the 2 strikeouts prior to that.
Yeah. 1 for 3. Oh, I missed a strikeout. Sorry. 1 for 3.
Everyone, please message Chris Kale and tell him to start using a book, not just a sheet of paper.
Well, I've kind of stopped keeping track because I'm trying to keep my hands warm in the pockets.
Sake. It's 1-1.
My goodness.
The next one outside. Are you? Well, you are a fireman.
You see, I've worked a hole here.
Yeah, you're going to have to pay for the maintenance crew here for Tusky Valley to come repair the grass that you've tore up. It's 2-1 now. You're also a fireman. You're used to the heat, not the cold.
Right. We'll go with that.
Binsley's ready. Next one, Baker fouls back into Wade, so it goes to 2-2.
Just got a piece of that one. 2 down, 11-4. Indian Valley in front. Top of the 7th.
You did have it right there, just so you know.
I did. I was going to say something else, but I stopped.
Baker sees ball 3, full count. We will have a payoff pitch upcoming.
You know what's going to stink? Having to lug all this stuff up the hill. Because somebody's got crutches.
Foul ball.
Staying alive is Avery Baker, the senior.
I'm getting a hard time from Aaron Stump via text right now. Thanks,
And
Stumpy.
where's he at? He could be here. How come he's not out here braving the weather?
I don't know. He's more of an indoor kind of guy. He does the basketball
Yeah,
stuff.
he is an indoor kind of guy. That's very true.
Next delivery from Binsley. Baker
Nice
turns on
hit.
it down the left field line. It is dropping. And here comes Myers as she is going to go home. It will be a double for Baker. It looked like Myers actually was going to hold up there for a minute. Instead, she'll come around to score. Nice RBI. Makes her day 2 for 4, double and a single. With that run batted in, we'll go back to the top of the lineup. Musser stands back in. She is a perfect 3 for 3, also has an RBI and a sacrifice bunt. Come around to score twice. Musser popped up, straight up. Wade comes in from behind the plate and makes the catch for out number 3. Indian Valley leads 12-4. On to the bottom of the 7th. Tusky Valley bats are coming to the plate.
Hi, I'm Zach Motice with the Tuscross Insurance Agency. For all your auto, home, farm, and business insurance needs, contact our team at the Tuscross Insurance Agency. Or stop in and see us at one of our 3 locations in downtown New Philadelphia, Sugar Creek, or in Strasburg, providing excellent service to the Tuscross Valley since 1885. Everyone here at the Tuscross Insurance Agency would like to wish all area athletes good luck this season.
Wendy's new breakfast 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles let you create your own delicious combo. Choose from a sausage biscuit, egg and cheese biscuit, small seasoned potatoes, and a medium hot coffee. But it's obvious which combo's the best. Sausage biscuit and small seasoned potatoes. Well, maybe it's the fresh cracked egg and cheese biscuit with a medium hot coffee. Or 2 savory sausage biscuits. Whichever you pick, you can't go wrong. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles.
Limited time only. U.S. price and participation may vary. Not valid in a combo. Single item at regular price.
Welcome back into Zorville. I'm paying real close attention, I promise. Bottom of the 7th inning. It will be 9-1-2 upcoming for Tusky Valley. Of course, immediately following the game, we got the Dumont Sporting Goods post-game show.
Which will be quick.
And we'll award our McInturf Realty Player of the Game. Elliott's still in there. Wallach uncorks one. Gone to left center.
She absolutely was aiming for the camera in left center field. We almost had to bill Chad for that one.
Ellie Wallach hammers one to left center.
Absolutely drilled.
And as the freshman, if I'm not mistaken, Chris, that would be her first varsity homer, right?
Yeah, I would say so. She's 2 for 2 now and reached all 3 times, was hit by a pitch.
The terrifying prospect of that is I'm fairly certain she got under that, too.
Yeah, that was, she crushed that one, and what a luxury to have if you're head coach Tony Pekonke and having an Ellie Wallach as a freshman batting 9th in your order. You can move her about anywhere in the order, and 12-5 now.
Mia Sexton stands back in. Her last time at the plate, she touched them all with a grand slam. That before that Wallach solo shot was the only runs for Tusky Valley. I'm sure she wouldn't mind replicating that here. Elliott toes the rubber again. She'll rock fire outside corner. called strike.
And listen, it's tough out here for, a young sophomore pitcher who has a nice lead, and it's been cold. She's been sitting in the dugout through some runs during the innings. It's not easy to come back out there on the rubber and work when it's 44 degrees out and snowing.
You say 44 degrees one more time, I swear. Sexton sees the next one outside.
I just want everybody to know how cold it is. And we're always hearing about Shannon crying about being up on the hill.
Can you count to 44 is the real question.
Maybe. Give me a few fingers and toes.
I was going to say without fingers and toes. Next one from Sexton, or next one, 2 Sextons fouled off the cage. 12-5 ball game, bottom of the 7th. Both these teams, a little bit more of an offensive explosion than they had in that Game 1 matchup.
By the way, Myers is the catcher in the ball game, stayed in for defense as well.
Outside, it's now 2-2. Other defensive adjustments. I believe Alexa Schuler's out there in right.
Yeah.
And I think that's the only defensive adjustments we have. Elliott's 2-2. Just too far outside. We run the count full. Good eye by Sexton.
Good frame there by Myers. Just didn't get the call. Just a little bit outside.
Next delivery from Elliott. Laced, center field, coming in, and it's going to drop in front of Musser. She did the right thing, Chris, that she took the first step back. Only problem was, though, that ended up kind of costing her in the end.
Sexton now 3 for 4 on the afternoon with that grand slam.
2 singles as well.
Couple of singles, yeah. The only, she lined to third.
The laser beam.
The smoker to third.
Leah Wright, the shortstop, stands in. Still nobody out here. Tusky Valley looking to keep it rolling.
Hey. Just like Limp Bizkit, keep it rolling.
There's a low one that is hauled in by Myers. Good job. The other thing that we might run into here, I think we're all right in terms of daylight, but it is getting darker.
Yeah. Yeah, a little bit.
Right side of a softball being fluorescent yellow or green.
Yeah, but we're plenty far from that.
Popped up, going back, Abel at short makes the catch for out number 1.
Another young lady who's had a really nice game is the senior shortstop for the Indian Valley Braves. Lainey Abel's done a nice job at short and at the plate. One of our Big Z Sports McInturf Realty Player of the Game candidates. We've got a few of them.
There's a whole bunch.
You got Gabby Mead in there.
You got them really from both teams, honestly.
Yeah, you do. You do.
Kyra Garbrandt.
Aubrey Elliott, who's pitched a nice game on the mound.
It's Garbrandt at the plate who will pop it foul. I was going to say she's 0 for 3 so far today.
Oh, and her sweatshirt has her name and number on it, which is always a nice thing. Hint, hint, Indian Valley Braves Nation parents. Hint, hint. I think I'm going to go home and jump in the hot tub, dude, just to warm up.
Too far outside, pass ball past Myers. Advancing will be Sexton, who will stand up safely.
That 104 degrees sounds pretty good about right now.
You know, going from the cold to the hot like that's how you make yourself sick. Right?
Yeah, you can come with me if you want. There's always a spot.
Don't ever say that ever
again. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm moving on.
The 1-1, Garbrandt puts it in play, past the pitcher, goes in the glove of Abel, across the diamond, and she will make it for out number 2. Trojans down to this.
Another assist from Abel down there at short.
Just a really solid game out of the senior.
Yeah, she's really done a nice job.
It's Mesa Braun, a third baseman. 1 for 3 day for her. She had a single and eventually was out at third the last inning.
Yeah, flied out the center, had a strikeout early on, and then the single like you had mentioned.
Seeing if she can keep a little bit of life here for Tusky Valley, and she will. It's an RBI single, maybe more. As coming around to score is Sexton. There goes Braun. She's going for 2. Abel can't handle it on the cutoff throw as Braun comes in safely, standing up at second.
What a nice rip down the third base line. Her and Garbrandt have been real close to that third base line all afternoon, and they finally found it.
Well, and if you're Rummel, I mean, look where she's played. You can't play much tighter to the line, really.
No, you can't. That was a shot on the ground there.
Brennan Reichman stands in.
And she's had a really good game, too.
2 for 3, a single and a double.
And a good game on the mound out of the freshman. 7 strikeouts for her here tonight.
Too far outside. Here's the other thing, too. Indian Valley still with the comfortable 12-6 lead. You know Coach Braun at this point. Elliott's gone this far. You want to keep her through to the rest of the end. And you know, for only one out, you do not want to have to pull in another arm.
Yeah, you don't want to do that now. They did have some work earlier, back in I think the 5th, but yeah, no need to do that now, I don't think.
Ball inside. Reichman's ahead 2-0.
Again, this is not easy weather to come out here and pitch and stay loose from inning to inning. Not an easy thing to do for these kids.
Elliott delivers. Reichman popped up. Left side. Abul Baker converging. Abul can't make the catch over her head. And now you're going to have 2 runners on. Reichman's going to cruise into second. They're advancing. As that is a great job by Reichman, just getting the bat on the ball, keeping it alive.
Abul made a nice play on it. She went up over her left shoulder to grab that one and just couldn't find it in the glove.
Braun stands at third, Reichman at second. It's 12-6 ball game. Wade, big opportunity for her. She's 1 for 3 in the game, hit into a fielder's choice last inning. She had a single in the 5th, came around to score later. Delivery from Elliott. Right down the pipe, strike 1.
Junior catcher looking for another single here this afternoon. You know, when these young ladies hit that ball, it stings.
Oh, yeah. Especially on the inside part of the bat. There's nothing you can do about it. Next delivery from Elliott. There's the bender, and it's going to fall in there for strike 2.
And I think that's why she didn't swing at that, because she knew it was going to hurt.
Tusky Valley down to this. You said that with Reichman. Look what happened.
Yeah. Down to their final strike are the Tusky Valley Trojans here in game number 2 of the season.
Elliott delivers outside corner, just misses. Good location to try to get Wade to chase, but she did not bite.
She did not bite. She's shaking her head. No, not that time.
She's like, no. I saw it. I saw it all the way. Elliott, ready again. Show rock and fire. Outside corner, strike 3 called, as that will do it. The Indian Valley Braves will pick up the victory 12-6 off the solid starting pitching that time around for the Braves out of Elliott. Aubrey Elliott, the sophomore. And great offensive showing for Indian Valley, really from top to bottom on their lineup.
That was her 8th strikeout on the evening. And look, 8 Ks out of the sophomore. You had really good work at the plate out of Natalie Musser, Lainey Abul, Gabby Mead really had solid ball games. Celeste Rummel was great in the field. Sadie Dryden had a nice diving catch out there, and Abul was solid at the shortstop position all afternoon long. Indian Valley moves to 2-0.
They do, as we will move on to your Dumont Sporting Goods postgame show, and stick around because we are also going to have your McInturf Realty Player of the Game. This is going to be quick. Big Z Sports and Claxon Communications are back after this.
Live more comfortably this winter with the help of Unified Insulation Systems. Unified Insulation Systems is a full-service insulation and weatherization provider that can show you how to properly insulate your home or business. With good insulation from Unified Systems, you can prevent your gutters from freezing and get rid of your high-energy bills. Call Jeremiah Thomas today for your free quote at 330-773-7377 or visit unifiedinsulation.com. Call Unified Insulation Systems today, your most trusted name in insulation.
At Kaufman Realty and Auctions, you've got options. Your property is unique, and our agents know how to sell it. Whether it's a traditional listing or live auction, we'll earn you top dollar. Our agents will utilize whichever method of sale works best. When buying or selling your next home, call on Kaufman.
PAC Drilling, a family-owned and operated company since 2005 in Bolivar, takes pride in being an economic oil and gas drilling company. PAC's objective is to contribute to American energy independence through profitable development, operation, and marketing of oil and natural gas wells. PAC also employs operating technicians to oversee each and every well drilled to maximize its productivity and longevity. Contact PAC Drilling at pacdrilling.com.
Finding your perfect vehicle can be frustrating. The selection process, working out a deal, the pushy salespeople. Well, Sarshone Ford of Waynesburg takes away all of those frustrations by offering transparent pricing, a large new and pre-owned inventory, and salespeople that you'll consider a friend by the time your sale is complete. Sarshone Ford of Waynesburg is proud to have won the Ford President's Award 3 consecutive years based solely on that customer satisfaction. And you can see the difference at 300 West Lisbon Street in Waynesburg or at SarshoneofWaynesburg.com, where community and customers always come first.
When you're traveling to the game, there's a great way to see your directional map on a new radio from Cartoons in New Philly. Just plug in your phone, and all your maps and apps and Bluetooth devices are right on your radio. Cartoons carries a wide selection of Apple CarPlay and Android Auto radios from all of the name brands. From 7-inch screen radios to 10-inch screen radios, Cartoons has you covered. Stop in and see them on display and let Cartoons give you a demonstration. Cartoons, 517 West High Avenue in New Philly. Be there.
Reduce your energy costs and get rebates up to $400? Thad here for TMK Valley Propane. The Ohio Propane Council offers Ohio residents rebates for installing new propane water heaters and furnaces. Heck, even licensed installers can receive incentives for installation. Visit OhioPropaneRebates.com. This public service announcement is brought to you by your friends at TMK Valley Propane.
All the way with TMK, service with a personal touch.
In the rolling hills of Holmes County, we tend to do things a bit differently. At Kime, we're in the business of uncommon experiences, and we're here to care for your project like we care for our own. We believe that quality matters and want to help you get it right the first time, because your project deserves it. So visit Kime Home Center, your source and destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. Kime, built on trust since 1911.
Hi, this is Jan McInturf. The past 30 years, the residents in and around the Tuscarawas County have made the call to the realtors and staff of McInturf Realty for buying and selling of residential and commercial properties. We truly live in a great community, and in all of those communities, there is nothing better than high school sports. For myself and all the agents and staff at McInturf Realty, we would like to wish all the area athletes good luck this season. And make the call to McInturf Realty, 330-364-SOLD, or find us online at McInturfRealty.net.
Welcome back into Zorville for the final time today. It is the Indian Valley Braves who pick up the 12-6 victory over the Tusky Valley Trojans. In our Dumont Sporting Goods post-game show, your winning pitcher for the day was Aubrey Elliott on the bump. She went the whole game for Indian Valley. Had more than 7 strikeouts and a very solid performance out of her. For Indian Valley, some of their leading scores, a 3-run home run coming from Gabby Mead, a 2 RBI double from Ashley Baker, and RBIs coming from Natalie Musser on a sacrifice bunt. RBI by way of our McInturf Realty Player of the Game as well, and Lainey Abiel, as we've got her over here now. Now, I got to ask, have I been pronouncing your last name wrong the entire time?
No, you're the first person to pronounce it right.
Thank goodness, because I was worried about that the whole time. Well, Lainey, out of shortstop, you had 3 hits on the day, a pair of doubles and a single as well, a nice RBI, came around to score 3 times. You guys picked up the win over Tusky Valley in the first game. Didn't really have a lot of offensive success. Definitely a different story here tonight, so what was working?
100%. I think our energy the first game, we were very timid and stuff, and we just came in knowing the pitcher was going to be faster than what we expected. And we prepared at practice yesterday for her speed today, and I think getting the energy, getting 2 hits to start the game off really did it for us today.
Yeah, you and Natalie at the top of the order really got things going on multiple different times, but defensively, it seemed like you guys were really gelling well. A couple of errors, maybe some small stuff here and there, but overall really good defensive effort. Do you like being that quote-unquote quarterback of the infield, being the shortstop?
Oh, 100%. I love talking so much, and I feel like I just fit so well right there.
And this has to be a good feeling, too. 2 wins to start off the season. What did you guys talk about in the dugout after getting the win?
After getting the win today, we talked about our games that we're going to have this upcoming Saturday, knowing it'll be tough again, but to at least accept the victory we got today and still hold our heads high and prepare for Saturday.
Well, I'm not going to hold you any longer because I know you're probably freezing and want to get on the bus. So, Lainey Abio, your McInturf Realty Player of the Game. She collects 2 doubles and a single, came around to score 3 times as well. Also drove in a run and made some great defensive plays. Indian Valley picks up the 12-6 victory. They improve to 2-0. Tusky Valley drops to 0-2. Stick around with Big Z Sports. We're going to have another high school softball or baseball broadcast near you soon. You can always stay up to date with what we've got going on our Facebook page as well. For Chris Kale and the Claxon Communications crew of Fred Williams, Carson Zoller, and Logan McPeek, I am Nick McWilliams. So long, everybody.
Thanks for watching this Claxon Communications production of High School Sports on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. For the latest news and scores, follow Big Z Sports on Facebook, on Twitter at @Big_Z Sports, and on Instagram. Don't miss any of the live stream coverage all season long by simply subscribing for free to Big Z Sports on our YouTube channel. For the best in high school sports coverage, there is only one Big Z Sports.